Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. on the Range Broadcasting Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine, he's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia Hughes Show.
Welcome. It is Thursday. This is The Real News with Lucretia Hughes, episode 192. Somebody bring up some articles about the biolab. Juan, I see you over there already. Get it before Paul Wall do, because I'm just saying, Paul Wall already up in here. What is going on, everybody? You know what? Like I said, luckily we have this media company where we can get up and do whatever we need to do. So y'all make sure y'all keep us in y'all prayers. I feel a little bit lighter. I washed my hair today, but the burden is still there, and it's also the stress is still there. But you know what? The day do not stop. Your life do not stop, and we're just gonna keep trying to figure out a game plan together as we get more information about all of this. But Jersey Jack, I can't express enough of how God has literally allowed you in our lives, and how you have really came in and started saying, give me this paperwork, give me that paperwork. I think it's over, but you know what? I guess we got to have that faith, and somehow she kept it all. So who knows what's going to happen. Y'all, I still believe in intercessional prayer, and if not, everybody that had something to do with this. Only thing I can tell you, we're going to pick up and keep it moving. So Dave, get the show started. My bad. Respect yourself. Biolabs, people. Propaganda. Respect yourself. Dave, are you on YouTube right now? Respect yourself. I'm gonna get you in trouble. Weapons of mass destruction. Y'all remember when we was in somebody's desert over there in the Middle East with George Bush, and they were saying that was going on over there, but we could never find it. And now the way, who was it? Marco Rubio and the lady that pretty much admitted there was some kind of bio lab research facilities, but it's in Ukraine, close to the Russian border. But the way they're spinning it, it seems like Russia is the one that is supposed to go over there into Ukraine, get in there, and then use it on the Ukrainians. I'm like, y'all could do something better than that. But what y'all telling us is that y'all actually doing this. Isn't that against like whole global society law? But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna get into that. Hey, 64 Powers, what's going on? One, how you doing out there? Paul Wall, see, Paul Wall's already ready. Hey, Mayberry, what's going on out there? Temple, Texas, what's going on? Love y'all. What's wrong? It's a lot. But we're going to keep on going. Hey there, Lisa. How you doing out there? Eddie. Hi, Chris Reed. What's going on, Miss Penny? Hey, Shirley. Hey, Trisha. How you doing out there? Joe. Please make sure that Miss Joy is taken care of. I don't have to tell you that, but I didn't know she was that sick, and you know how I feel. So make sure, because you can't have a Joe without a Joy, and you can't have a Joy without a Joe. So if Joy is down and out, Joe, make sure you're right there with your wife. So I know you are. But hey, Joy, what's going on out there? Hey, Miss Barbara, how you doing out there, Amy? Hey, Connie, how you doing, Miss Deborah? Hello from South Carolina. How you doing out there, Joanne? Hey, Patty, where's Durham? I run off at the lip. Flip-flopping. He's like down the middle with them and then them. It's like 1 minute he said something about January the 6th, and then another thing he said something about something else. 1 minute he's on Trump's side, another minute he trying to cuss out someone, and now you got the New York Times and James O'Keefe with Project Veritas, and woo, just, you remember when they was calling us traitors? Let's get back over here. Hey, Sharon in the house, Puerto Rico. Yeah. Puerto Rico. What's going on out there? Hey, Susan. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Nancy. How you doing out there? Hey, Nancy Martin. Hey, everyone sitting here while my home... Lucretia, did you catch that roll? I roll. Let me go back. 'Cause many people don't know how to do this. Come on now, people don't know how to do this, Miss Lisa, but since you said it. Hey, everybody, sitting here while my homemade bread is rising before baking. You ain't throw up no recipes. You ain't gonna tell us how much yeast to use. Yeah, I know, right? We need to call Janet John. Hey, Garrett William, what's going on out there, Debbie? What's up, Lucretia? Did you hear about this, about Matt Gantz? I'm thinking you must be talking about bought stock in Lockhart and Marine military factories day before. Matt who? Matt Gantz. Okay. Lucretia, why you so flippish? They've been dibble-dabbling in the stock market for how long? All of them. What? Barack Hussein Obama gutted that bill a long time ago. I don't know what to tell you. And then some representative came out a couple of weeks ago and said, we're going to put a piece of legislation up there where they can't inside trade it. I'm sitting here like, isn't that what you already done? But I'm going to tell you this. If you are in the stock market right now, don't do it. Just hold tight. Because it kind of went down. It's like a roller coaster right now. I don't know when the stability is supposed to pop in. I have no idea. But if you're going to dibble-dabble in the stock market, go after Nancy Pelosi. Go watch and look at her portfolio. But here we go. You're going to need something in the liquor business, corporation, pharmaceutical corporation. Pick you a good gun manufacturer. It's a certain different sectors that you gotta. And since Amazon just split 20-1 today, I'm thinking, hell, you might want to jump on Amazon's tubes. Get somebody that you trust that can actually a series license to dibble dabble for you, though. So just don't. You can do day trading if you want to, but if you have a really good investor that knows about the stock market and you can like do that right now. Talk to them. All right, then. We don't have one of those people on this network. That is why we're looking for someone that has financial information and don't mind teaching us, like a light Clark Howard. All right, then. Don't believe in the media. Okay. It says don't fall for the propaganda on both sides. It's like, but no, because we've been talking about, we ain't been talking about nothing. Y'all been talking about it. That Thursday before they went in there. But we was talking about Putin threatening Ukraine since January. So that Thursday, before they actually went into Ukraine, y'all kept coming to my page. And I said, hey, before this start becoming a conspiracy, throw some receipts up and booyah, 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 booyah. And then it was like tunnels. Then it was like corruption. Then it was like biolabs, bio research. I'm sitting here like, what ain't we in? And ain't that against, you studying anthrax, the plague, gain of function. Just, I'm like, what? Didn't we kill a man, a dictator that tried to do that? And what was his name? George Bush Jr. get hit upside the head with a shoe for? Wasn't it the same way we found weapons of mass destruction? We didn't find Deadly Squad that time, but this time around, you hear how my voice is going? This time around, we involved in it. Oh my God. While Saudi Arabia is like, we ain't giving you don't call our phones. Well, we're just going to go to Venezuela. I'm sitting here like, it's planned. All right, then, let's keep going. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Sarah. What's going on? What happened? What happened, Dave?
I was just asking, why do we got to go to Venezuela?
Hell, I don't ask Joe.
Well, we all know. But,
well, I don't know. Tell us, Dave, what's in your head?
The Biden administration.
Well, there you go. Why is Kamala Harris over there making a jacket? Let's get right back. Hey, Lisa. How you doing? Brad Barton said there is 36 bio... Wait. Was it 336 globally? But there was like 30 something in Ukraine alone. And there was Putin immediately went in there and started blowing up strategic things. And it's like this. Come on, y'all. I hate war just like the rest of y'all. And I don't want to see innocent civilians being destroyed or annihilated because greedy people. But doesn't this feel a little bit like Syria? Chris, what you mean? Where would you store military equipment, guns, bombs, research labs, anything else? What have we learned in all of this time, either looking at documentaries, doing our research? They always put these places in either communities, places where the innocent congregate, in somebody's school. Y'all get what I'm saying? Look at Syria. Look at all these others, especially with ISIS and all the rest of these. Where was the prime targets that we was hitting? It was always in these areas where it's popularly a lot of damn people. And it's always around women and children. Crease up. I'm just trying to put 5 and 7 together. Nobody else is. Hey, Miss Kelly, what's going on out there, Peggy Hill? How you doing out there? Founder of MSN, the more the opposite is true, I stop watching them. Hey, Leslie, I don't want to for the first part. Hey, Rose, how you doing out there? Just left my pain management specialist. He's trying to get my pain level back down to a level 7. Dang. Most men can't even handle a menstrual cramp, so we just stub a toe. That's okay. I'm in the house. What's going on, Nancy? Let's keep going, y'all. I talked about the biolabs. I guess I better stop shouting it, because somebody gonna say fake news, partially false, blah, 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 blah. I talked about the biolabs in 2019, 2021, and this year got censored every time. Lucretia, calm down. I'm venting for all of us. That is restricted at the bottom of the totem pole, because we posted something that we knew that there was some truth to it, and it was truthful because it came from them, and then they slapped it down and said it was misinformation, disinformation, and then a couple of weeks later we found out that's true, or months later. Do we get unrestricted? Do we? I got suspended for Jelaine Maxwell, like I was in the corner peeking, like Bill, or hands-on, like Andrew. What I did, I had to ask that. Hey, what's up, Natasha? I have a Facebook friend in Ukraine who messaged me about the horrendous it is. Then she told me they were being used. She didn't elaborate, and I didn't push. They have to be even more careful than we do when they speak. There's a lot of videos out there. There's a lot of videos saying exactly what you did, and I actually put one on my page. Hey, Regina, she's making us look worse. Oh, we got to be talking about Kamala, because she has been in the news. And plus, that 1.5 break our back spending, whatever the hell they want to title that. Hey, Patty, all that is taking place here and around the world is happening for one reason and one reason only: a one world government. Ding. Truther, girl, you are a truther. Just truther. Or was I supposed to make that sound really bad? You're a conspiracy theorist, lady, and you should be ashamed of yourself, because you don't fall in for the brainwashing and propaganda that we get paid for. And about all of us agree that you must pay attention to us and us only. And we're only going to allow those conservative people maybe 2-3 hours a day. I said, they really finna try that shit. Okay. We gonna be giving signals. I'm telling you. Hey now, Eddie, maybe that's why we haven't heard from Dr. Fructose corn syrup. I know. Creesha, I know. Where the heck he been? Where he go? When it started hitting the fan, Creesha, I think last time we saw Dr. Fructose corn syrup, Dr. Fauci people, Dr. Fauci. Last time, fake sugar. Fake sugar. Last time we seen Dr. Fauci on a regular was January, and trying to regurgitate something that the, Obama administration, Biden administration is trying to put together. But then, as you saw, once Putin started, announcing that they was having troops build up, it was like, and then he just disappeared. And then all of a sudden you started hearing people from the Russian government saying, hey, look what we found. Hey, China over here helping us find this stuff. I mean, you gonna cut off my oil. You mean to research and pump in money to try to, on my borders, and it's a bioweapon, and you sitting here studying the plague, the clap, the gonorrhea, HIV, MSMBR, and hydroquinone, and all the rest of the bat soup, and we ain't supposed to have anything about it, because when the wind blows, we all gone? Oh no, he didn't go for that. No. And can you now see some of the nations taking Putin's side? They sitting back for a minute. Even Zelensky is calling out Biden about some stuff now. Have you noticed a lot of these? Look, China is already negotiating. You know, they just stepped up to the plate because our weakling, you know, it's just the way it is. I'm sitting here like, wow, okay then. Hey, Sarah, listen to Clay Travis had a phone call from a lady with family in Russia, was able to contact one, and they told her that they had no idea Russia was destroying Ukraine. No news, no communications with outside world. They're pissed with Putin. May be a revolution. How the hell not? They got hacked. That was all over my timeline 3 days ago. Russia got hacked. 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 That's all I saw on my timeline. So how they not know? How they not know? I mean, they'd cut off everything. Now, I can understand that. But before then, they had to kind of know. Because, that we do know, Russia is a propaganda machine. United States is a propaganda machine. But after all this time right now, I'm sure they've heard wars and rumors of wars. Hey, you got the it's called Hunger Games. It's like before, she say that may the odds forever be in your favor. There's a big long spiel from the globalist elites of why they section us all off into 13 districts. Can you find that? Dave's like, what?
I barely remember that movie.
75 years ago, there was an uprising when the citizenry went up against the government and lost. Lucretia, I've watched those movies redonkulously many times. May the odds be ever in our favors.
I can give you an overview of that movie very quickly.
What?
Okay, so there's this chick who gets chosen to be an entertainer.
Her name is Candace. Katniss.
She pretty much does nothing.
What?
Until the very end of the trilogy, when she finally does something useful.
Did you just say Katniss didn't do nothing? Did you just say Katniss didn't do nothing?
Yeah.
What? Y'all better get him. What? Who did it then?
Everybody else.
Who? What? When? She took it for the team.
Yeah, that's all she did. At the very end, she killed this other lady.
No, she was used for propaganda
useful.
too from the dictator from District 13. She said, bloop, and that was the end of that, and she went batshit crazy for a minute, and they shipped her back home pretty much because they couldn't handle her. Hey, everybody, what? I love Katniss. I'm like, woo, just give me 3 arrows. Tell me which one it is. And I'm going to miss each and every time. Hey, Wendy, what's going on? Beat up out there. How you doing? With all due respect. Oh, Lord, what? People don't do that. It's like, bless your heart. Do not start a whole paragraph with all due respect. I'll embrace myself for no damn reason, and I just got the 4 words. Let's go ahead then. With all due respect, I'm not here to have my name called out and then leave. What dang, Miss Patty? You been here for a while. How many Patties in America? You right there. You're right there. Anybody can see you. It's not just me that can see you. I'm in 5 different chat rooms. Okay, I would never say your name again. Okay, all due respect. Let's get on down to Regina. As a matter of fact, she done killed the buzz on that damn page. Just go ahead and get on over here, Miss Roland. Just okay then. Hey, Belinda. You gonna write a paragraph? Many days. This ain't the first time you have actually okay then, Krisha. Hey, Deborah, how you doing out there, Sue New? How you doing? That's funny. Okay then. Hey, Rick. 82 people just here alone. I'm gonna stay over here. I don't want to call out nobody's name. Don't say nothing, please, y'all. Give them hell. What? I didn't say I just answered what's right here. This is an interactive show. Thought this was CBS? I take their articles. But if you say something and I catch it, I'm going to talk back to you. There's a whole bunch of people that do what I do, that ignore you. They don't give 2 craps about you, won't stop and pray, won't try to get you to research. They just sit there and just look at the lens, not give you no respect, nothing at all. There's a whole bunch of them that does that on a daily basis. I ain't one of those women. After 192 damn shows, this is an interactive platform. 1,092 shows. This is an interactive platform. That's just one of the rules of the games. You don't have consent to record me. Sound like those videos I keep popping up on my timeline. Then why are you in public? Okay, then. Hey, Gina, what am I supposed to say? Hell, if I didn't know you didn't want me to respond to you, I didn't think you should put it up there. Well, what, Jersey Jack? We just gonna keep. I love my interaction too. Shit, at least I make you feel special. Most of the time, it's like I'm watching this for 5 minutes and you ain't acknowledged no one. And I just go look at mainstream media if that's the case. Jussie Smollett is trying to get out of trouble. They don't talk back to you either. All right, then. I know. It's like, hey, Maria, I don't mind if you say, hey. Damn it. It's just, I don't know. See, there's another Patty over here. Her name is Patty, too. There's a Patty with a Y, a Patty with an I, and yours is a Patty with one Y and a T. It's a lot of Patties. Just, damn. Let me get over here where they just make up damn names just to be funny. What race is tranny at? CRS. Here we go. We got Goobly Holiday right here. KD, KB Holiday, and Outlaw Patriots. They just throw up damn words and say, this is me. Well, here we go. What, right? Outlaw Patriots? Like, hey, girl. Okay, I'm going to stop. I promise I'll be good, Miss Patty. I just won't respond to you no more, ma'am. Hey, Black Mamba. In 2021, Ukrainian citizens petition Zelensky. U.S. biolabs in Ukraine are death factories. Close them immediately today. Russia's tell on them. Yeah, they've been telling on them. I'm just saying. Please like and share the video. Thank you, Dave. With some people that are very interactive. Hey, Christy Mayberry Bennett. What's up, Paul Wall? Hey, America Free. I ain't trying to give you a hard time, Miss Patty, but damn, you said, with all due respect. You know, that's like an insult in the South. We just bracing ourselves for you to get nasty or sarcastic. There's a cultural difference from Northern and Southern. Hey there, thanks for the ice cream. Yes, whoever gave me ice cream. I don't think y'all can actually do that anymore. So I just stopped asking. Hey there, Paul Wall, Black Mumble. Let's get into some articles because I don't want to get in trouble. It's too early in the damn show. And we got a lot on the plate. So let's keep going. Let's talk about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris embarrasses the United States on. No, you got to see this video that she did. She sounds redonkulous, but it's Kamala. It says Kamala Harris embarrassed the United States on the world stage in Poland. Why did they send her to Poland in the first place? Was that for those jets that they was talking about they wanted to voluntarily give away? Okay then. Delivers word salad, awkward laughs during the discussion of Ukrainian refugees. It is just like Nancy Pelosi jumping up and doing the scissor clap with during the burn pits. They picked the most awkward times to show their real true selves. It's probably why she ain't been to the border. Don't we call them, don't she call those refugees too? All right, keep going. It says Joe Biden. That's exactly how it says. Joe Biden sends Kamala Harris. They don't get no accolades on Gateway Pundit. I thank you because don't nobody want to give all that. It's like one person that says, I have 5 degrees and still don't have common sense. Where Dr. Fructose corn syrup at? It says Joe Biden sent Kamala Harris to Eastern Europe to save the day amid the Ukraine-Russia conflict, since she has been so effective at securing our borders here at home. See, I don't know. I get it. I get the bite off that because she ain't did diddly squat here. Ain't she the border czar? Never mind. Why she always worried about somebody else's border? I digress. Harris participated in a joint press conference with the Polish presidents Duda. It's D-U-D-A. It's Duda. Probably not right, but hey, President of Poland. In Warsaw, it says Kamala Harris delivered a word salad and even laughed when talking about the Ukrainian refugees. This is her, quote unquote, air quotes, I am here standing here in the northern flank on the eastern flank, talking about what we have in terms of the eastern flank and our NATO allies and what is at stake at this very moment. What is at stake at this very moment are some guiding principles. End quote. What the hell? What did she say? What did it mean? Dave, you talk. You could think. You could dissect gibberish because you listen to me. What did she just say? I heard eastern flank. I heard. Is that like a boat?
Basically, what she's saying is.
Did she study war? No more.
I'm here to speak to you important people, and I have no freaking clue what the I'm saying.
Harris awkwardly cackled when asked about the nearly 2 million women and children who have fled Ukraine for Poland and Romania and Moldova. I'm getting my things right. In another word, Sally, I wish you could pull some of this so we could hear her cackling like a hyena, but it probably wouldn't be appropriate because they literally was talking about the innocent fleeing from Ukraine, and she just basically started laughing. That's all I can say. Thank you for not explaining what she said because I got confused with just a little bit of that. What'd she say? Somebody explain to me what the eastern flank and the western flank is. This Poland, Ukraine, Russia, America, or Germany, EU, UAE? What is she talking about? She's the vice president. Hood rat, hoochie mama. It was not me, it was Dave. Hood rat. Well, she did say she used to hang there. I used to live there. That's why I say I'm a ghetto country that cannot somehow interact with a lot of people that, okay then, hey Amy, she's a film bot. Shooting from the bra. You don't want to know the whole vision that went through my head. She's shooting from the bra. She looked like a woman that don't wear one on a regular. So I don't know. Shooting from what bra? Does she like guns? That's a question we need to ask. She don't know. That's how we are supposed to know. But wouldn't that be misinformation or disinformation? Where do we put that? What categorize a situation? Do we just put her jibber jabberish and nonsense? So is that misinformation or disinformation of what she said about the west flank and the eastern flank and the northern flank? I can't take you seriously, Dave. I can't take her. I can't take Dave. Just fix yourself, girl. You got a camel. What? Facebook and Instagram will now allow violence against Russia. Breaking news. I hope you're saying not gonna allow. Tracy said Facebook and Instagram will now allow violence against Russians. Breaking news. Okay then, that goes against my community standards. We're at the bottom of the hour. We'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned. Go ahead, Dave.
My name's Matt McGregor, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor here in the state of Georgia. I need to know, are you going to sign up for somebody who brought in HB 316, the bill that brought in the Dominion machines and the drop boxes that Georgia's never seen before? Or are you going to go with a candidate that's calling for a forensic audit, not a regular audit, but a forensic audit across all 159 counties? If you're looking for a candidate like that, because I'm no politician, that by no means, I'm a U.S. Marine vet, and I need my patriotic family, I need the Georgians to stand up with me to take back the Gold Dome. It is time to give the power back to the people. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt McGregor, and I approve this message.
I don't feel like any class of people need to be targeted, and Facebook allowing this stuff. Like I said, we couldn't even post trucker convoys without them saying it was against their community standards. And now they're going to allow Russians to get attacked and let it slide. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. And, you know, I'll try not to. I put it on my page. I really put it on my page. And we're going to talk about that lawsuit. I didn't get it, but it needs to be explained. If you got to talk and you think that crap is normalized, that you need to explain a kindergarten to a third grader about sex, you the problem. You need to be arrested. You don't need to be anywhere near these children. So welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. I am Lucretia Hughes. With everything going on in the world, with everything going on in our lives, I had to wash my hair, wash my face, listen to Jersey Jack, find paperwork, and then I thought, after my heart started beating real fast, go put your faith over fear on. Put it on. Continue. You've made that your war cry for so long. Don't forget it. And I have to have faith right now. Not only do I have to have faith in us and getting the information out there, I have to have faith in stuff that I cannot see, but we also need to have a strategic plan for everything. So in the next couple of weeks, like I said, y'all, we explained last night what is going on in our life. We need to have a strategic game plan, because some of this stuff is something that me and Dave has never went through before. But we built this media company, and thank God we built it with the likes of y'all, so we can pick up and go wherever we need to go if that's what God is telling us. But I believe in prayer, and I also believe that peace has all my understanding. So like I said, y'all, we're going to continue with our Etsy store, because that is our business too. This is how we make a living. This is how we continue to get our name out there, is our Etsy store. Don't forget to get over there on our website. Right now, we are shadow banned on Facebook. So after, oh God, you wash your hair and don't put your ring back on. What you doing with my ring? You put it over there on the candle? Okay, when you go up in there to get it, bring my ring back in here. Okay, back to what I was saying. Since we're shadow banned very, very hard on Facebook, you can go find us on DLive, Amazon, Roku, Fire Stick with OTTU Media. You can sit at home and watch us. You can hear us on Anchor FM. You can also go over to Rumble. We are on so many different platforms, and we're going to keep going. And now that Dave has officially have an account on Truth Social, he is liking it so far and rubbing it in, because I'm not over there yet. But once it is opened up to Androids, I'm going to take my time, and I'm slowly going to migrate off Facebook and only use them just like they're using us. So like I said, y'all, welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. Thank you so much for getting us this far and continue to letting us go even further. So like I said, y'all, get over and look at our Etsy store. Go over there to our Etsy store, and also we're going to have donations out also. Go over to our PayPal, and Terry is all up in my inbox and in my text messages asking what shadow ban mean. This is what shadow ban mean. Say that I'll have close to 5,000 people on my regular page. On Lucretia Hughes page, because I have 8 different pages, I have almost 50,000 people over there. I don't care about numbers, never have. But once you get shadow banned, remember when the shows used to be 5,000 views per show, 10,000, 20,000. Now they only allow maybe 5% or less of people to actually know I'm still on Facebook. So that's what shadow banning means. That means when you're restricted to the bottom of the feed, you're restricted way to the bottom of the feed, and you only a set amount of people that are actually following you or on your friends list even know that you're still around. So to still have y'all here on a consistent basis and growing it organically, I want to say thank you so much. So they haven't taken away our supporter or subscriber over there on Facebook. Our store is actually still up on Facebook, so we still utilizing that. And then also our go over there and check that out too, and become a Patreon subscriber, because you know what, we're gonna need it in the next, we don't know, we're not gonna talk that up right now. Hey there, Robin. Give your worries to God. I did, and he answered and eliminated them all. It's like I do, and then you start the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and then the anxiety of what tomorrow may hold, and this, that, and the other, and then there's a pit in your stomach, and then there's like a dark, to me, I feel like a dark aura or a heavy weight. I don't know how to explain it. But it's like when you get bad news, it's just something that instantly just takes over you. And it's like a heavy, dark feeling. And sometimes I want that off me. So yeah, I'm gonna need with that too. I'm still restricted. If you're watching me right now, pretty much you must have done something wrong. That's why I said on my page, I said, okay, then we all restricted on the bottom of the news feed. Welcome family, because it was a whole bunch of y'all. It was like 700 comments and about 2,000 responses. I was like, holy crap. So y'all we can still see each other. They just pick and choose. But I'm just gonna keep going on. This is how you beat the algorithms, believe it or not. Like, love, share. Like, love, share. Wow. Anything that's past cry, sad, and mad. If those algorithms starts, knocking it. And they start trying to figure out why so many people are hitting that one meanie or sad or that wow button too much. And then they'll start paying attention. And then that's when they start picking up on your words. It's a lot. I'm figuring it out. Plus, believe it or not, I know a lot of us haven't did this in a while. But you go back in there and start blocking fact checkers. I got to do it every week. Yeah, we have to do it every week. So it's the true thing. Make sure you get in your settings, go to blocking, and the way they have reset it, a lot of y'all have been worried about how you get all your information off Facebook for as many years that you can't have. The way they have redesigned a metaverse, there is a way that you could go in now and actually transfer all of your information. I'm going to say this one more time. For everybody saying, I wanted to be like MySpace. Well, I know you ain't forget about them pictures that you took for as long as you have been here. I know you ain't going to forget about the memories of something that's important that is up there. So make sure you get your videos, those pictures. You can download it all. It's a new, the way they set it up. In your settings, go in there and start looking at some of the stuff they've done, and you can start getting all your stuff and downloading them onto a flash drive and get ready to start migrating if that's what you want to do, and you see yourself not being on Facebook in the near future. So like I said, I don't see us after Truth Social get up. I can see me getting on really using Getter, really using Orbit.net, really using Truth Social, and jumping on Facebook because I know I could get a lot of articles and throw them over there and still have y'all up here too as live streaming. But all of this stuff, them not allowing us to do certain things because we put their information out there. A couple of months later, 6 months later, a year later, we get some kind of stupid fact check from a person that don't even live in the country, or an organization that is tied with a third party, and then it comes out to be proven to be true. Just like with COVID, just like with the ALL, all deaths must be counted as COVID-19. Now Massachusetts and came out and said, oh, we overcounted. We counted too many. We got to revive these numbers right here. This all don't count no more. No, there was actually some strokes and stuff that didn't have nothing to do with COVID. Yeah, and with the medicine, with the laptops, with the dropping of secret national secrets. We could go on and on and on for people to start diversifying where you find this at. But we're going to do this every day. I don't see us stopping Fallback Productions. We have a goal of really getting it up, getting it running, no matter where we at. So like I said, let's get on back. Hey, Sheila. You heard my voice. It is spring, or it's getting ready to be spring. I don't get notifications. I get to your page through search on your homepage. I do this when your show starts. That's sad. And it should be a notification button up there. That's real sad. I'm sorry. Hey, Tracy, I've always got your notification, except maybe a few when I was censored. That's why you have water. Hey there. I'm sorry about that too. Yeah, most of the time are from last year, and they don't tell you what they were, just that I had spread misinformation. A couple of mine was on Ghislaine Maxwell. And I went back because you could go into your settings and actually look into your file to see exactly what they smacked you down for, and it's gone. So whatever they said you violated, you can no longer find what you violated. I said, how you supposed to prove yourself right? Hey, Ed, how you doing? I didn't get notifications for 3 months, and I ain't been nowhere. Tonight's show is 1092. Like I said, they cut off a lot when it came to us building our platform and our business, but we're gonna keep talking about and building on the platform that we have created together. So let's get back over here to Lucretia Hughes page. Hey Tamsy, my daughter has got hacked on the 24th, and Facebook still letting the person keep her account and pictures. They are full of crap. You're gonna see some of y'all are telling me that when you have a lot of people on your friends list, they're gonna make you do a 2-way authentication. Please do it. Do not take that as a haha. I've been hacked 4 times, and they make me. I have 3-way. I have 3 identifications in order to get on mine. So hacking, number 1, I stopped opening up links on Facebook. Look who died, not me. So ain't that nosy? I'll wait till it pop up on my timeline. Hey, is this you? No, that's not me. I'm not finna open up that link. Hey, watch this video. No, I'm not finna watch that video. That's a virus. And next thing you know, hey, I think I just got hacked. Well, yeah, because you just sent me the same virus. Or I have to go to their page to let them know. Change your password. Please change your password, because you're sending a virus to everyone that's on your friends list right now. That's why I don't. People are like, I don't know how to get a video to you. Email it. All right then, or text it if you got. Do like Mayberry. Her and William Bernard. Just text it to me. Hey Regina, I don't open links either. And then people's like, I know you don't open these, then why do you send them? But I will talk to you. But opening stuff, look at this video. I can't do it no more. Hey Regina, Johnson, it's annoying and they won't show me why. Miss Barbara, what you do? Wait a minute. You done been restricted. You been in Facebook jail, Miss Barbara. I ain't. Seriously? What you do? Bad girl. What you gonna do? I ain't seeing it. Girl, you must have got something off my page. Okay, keep going. When you send yourself a friend's request, you know you are hacked. No, this is my favorite. Hey, beautiful. I just wanted to let you know I liked your response. And I would like to know if we could be friends and actually talk to each other in our inboxes. Please message me, and if you don't mind, accept my request. And you go over there, and there's a stock photo of somebody's general in the military. I'm sitting here like, you from Saudi Arabia. Swerve. Just, are you looking for a husband? What is this? Adults only or Adult Swim? I ain't got a dick pic in a while though. It's been a while, so we all should be clapping at that one. Just boo. That's so boring. How you just put a phone down and say click and just say send? Okay, we're gonna keep going. I do send you YouTube videos. You know I'm suspended. Regina, blame Dave. We're gonna blink slowly on why I got banned from YouTube. They won't even let me put my email in there. So no, ma'am, they hear my voice and they be like, block, ban. So yeah, I can't get on YouTube anymore. Okay, I'll keep going. Stock photos from Walmart frames. Paul, oh, you get them too? I'll be like, where you come from? Saudi Arabia. You what? No, Swerve. That's okay. That was done to my daughter, and the hacker sent her a friend's request too. Yeah. Look. Some people like, why you don't accept my friend request? We have no mutual friends. What the hell? Hold up, y'all. Krisha, what just happened? We just gonna do it like this. Here we go. Julie, don't do that. I don't know what you pissed about, but you can stop with the damn meanie faces. You do know I'm watching. Because is it that damn hard? The meanie face is way at the end. You got to hit the like button first. Then you got to pass the love. You forgot about the care. What about the wow? Hell, what about even the crying? But 10 damn meanie faces. Back is to back. No, ma'am. No, but we can't have this. We're not going to do this. This gonna be this quick, and I done told y'all asses already. I'm not playing that on my page. Y'all just have a good life. You might have been an excellent person to get to know, but eventually you can't follow simple damn instructions. Which I thought I was kidding. Like I said, I'm sitting here really back to back like that. I thought I would stop my whole damn show. That was ridiculous. And it was on my phone of all things. No, I don't play those games. Did they ever sentence Shmulette? The last time I was on that live feed, Terry, it was 30 minutes before the show. I think the prosecutors rest their arguments, and then his defense attorney, skinny black guy, got up there and started almost crying. I said, what the? He said, I said, swerve. I just wait until the verdict actually hit. So when the verdict is actually, ain't it after 5 o'clock? They ain't finished? Ooh, they gonna drag this one out. Okay then, once the verdict is announced, Terry, please let us know. You do, that's like, come on. I saw 10 damn meanie face. Did I just explain what that mean? And then 10? Bye. Nope, no, we ain't having that. I ain't doing that no more. They haven't released Jussie yet. Nope, they haven't. So we gonna wait on Terry. Because that prosecutor was like, dude, Your Honor, my closing arguments, Jussie Smollett, it has blamed everybody but himself. He even blamed the two brothers, prosecutor, the jury, the judge, the bologna sandwich, the footlong, the Subway. No, we did the best we could, and he still lied to us. And now he's still bold-faced lying, saying we were racist, we this, that, and the other. When he made a race, I sat there and I listened to it. And then his defense attorney got up there and started blubbering, and I said, he finna start crying in the courtroom. That should have been Jussie. Not his attorney. Maybe if Jussie Smollett would have some remorse. No, that's okay. He gonna have to deal with that one. Ice cream. I know it, right? Even Joe Biden can't get him out. I don't think he gonna go jail. What's the bet? Chris, you gonna bet on the man's life? He bet it on ours. Oh well, okay. What's the bet? I think it's gonna be community service, maybe three years. Time served. Paid a fine of $177, whatever, how much he owes. Community service, he's going to go put stock some books up at the Rainbow office. I think he's going to be like, but I could be wrong. I mean, after all this time, the judge could make an example out of him without his auntie stepping in. Hood rat, hooch mom. Well, that's what they call each other. Hey there, Tamsy, what's going on out there? Let's keep going. Why isn't the media all over these FDA vaccine trials? Because the media pushed this bull crap, Miss Andrea. You want them to tell us the truth now? After they sat there and lied to us? And push this up on us every single day. You remember there was the media that asked Donald Trump, should we shut down the grocery stores? It was the media. Yes. What? You gonna hear them say, oops.
Can't trust it.
Pretty much like that, Miss Andrews. No. Have you, somebody actually said, was it Mayberry? No, what Mayberry? Mayberry sent me that Candace Owens thing about the biolabs and the government taking off their website. It was somebody else talking about, Dan Bongino. I couldn't sleep the other night after I got off, and Dan Bongino is saying that Pfizer on the New York on some kind of stock exchange has slowly disappeared. It's like they disappearing all of this stuff. I don't know, Miss Andrew, but I'm gonna finish that. It says documents they want to keep it from us for 75 years. Nothing even Newsmax wants. This is getting around the real war. Gonna start. Now we dropping them. Anytime there's something in the news, Paul Waller dig it up. You got Mayberry and them over there when it comes to this Pfizer adverse reaction, how they are shrinking it to the past, the mandates are going away, and you got COVID is coming out. Maybe this is what it's all about, because it was, running a lead over there for all those Ukrainian bio research labs with the voice cordless beagles that was being munched on by sandflies.
And there is 7 people over on YouTube.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? 7 people over there.
Karma's over there.
Hey Karma.
Debbie.
Hey Debbie. Keep going.
They got a comment.
Well, Dave said y'all have to comment. He's keeping up. Hey, Linda, how you doing? I put my warning to people to get their friend requests in the comments on Facebook. I just said, you know what? Scroll. And until y'all actually say, hey, Cretia, you going to accept my friend request or not? And by that time, I was like, oh, my bad. And then I hurry up and run until y'all friend request. Don't start that. But I start running to go find my friend request box, and then I try to look for your name. So watch somebody be like, Cretia, I didn't ask y'all how many times. It's like, fine, just remind me. It'll be great. Judge just walked back in the courtroom now. Dave, pull up Jussie Smollett. See what happened to Jussie. He ain't had enough time to get all the paperwork from the foreman. Come on, Dave, hurry up. Switch it on. And I'm going to turn me completely off. Turn off my microphone. So it does not a reverb like it did the other day. And then Miss Barbara said the judge just walked back in. That means they're getting ready to have a verdict. Come on, why is he taking so long, Miss Barbara? Terry, Somebody get over here and say no, Team Dave. I want to know. I follow people, but I don't see many friend requests. Hey, Sherry. Let me show you some little girl. Just like until my ring. I just sent you a friend request. Wait a minute, hold on. There you go. I'm just waiting on Dave. You're not supposed to have like dead air, but I just want to see if Shmooshy actually gonna get what he deserves. Dang, what's taking so long? Me. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. Chris, where that music coming from? Right here. For 4 long years, we had to put up with that foot long person. Hey there, Brandy. We just waiting on Dave to let me hear some judging this ship up in here. Nothing. That's why Mayberry need to come down here and sit beside you. Just where's Paul Wall? Oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. You don't want no hard legs. Go ahead, Dave. You trying to size it up? What does it look like the judge is doing right now? Is he sitting in his bench? Is it at the foreman?
Looks like some lawyers talking.
Some lawyers talking. What they still deliberating for? Why they still deliberating? Just cut it on, cut it off. Go ahead. Let's see if we can hear somebody crying in the background.
There were consequences
Turn up.
to others of what he did. And
I can't hear Diddley Squad.
was allowed to take into
Dave
consideration.
ain't no help, y'all.
What Mr. Smollett did in this case.
I can't hear nothing.
is
You ain't
he
gonna put it in my ear?
degraded true
I guess
hate
Juicy
crimes.
hasn't been found
And he
anything yet. So you cut that off.
marginalized
Ain't
the
nothing happening.
people who are true.
That was a waste. At least tell me when you see Juicy crying, because I just want to see. Hey, Brenda Washington, how you doing? After Samuel L. Jackson had a letter for Juicy. I can hear all the MF words that he was dropping glitter bombs like a mofo. Because when I'm thinking of Samuel L. Jackson, he done dropped it like, what was you that stupid for? I can hear him chastising him in a manly voice. So, yeah, I can see that. Okay, I'm going to watch it over here, but I'm going to shut it off so I can't hear it. Because Dave tripping and flipping the script. And can you call the judge and ask him to hurry up? People are waiting on pins and needles. And we got a show to run. But, I mean, seriously, can you not call them and tell them that? It's going to be all right. They won't know it's from you.
Number 2, pins and needles over this.
Yeah,
Really?
I want Juicy to been over and touch them toes. I mean, the gay Tupac. I can't forget he said,
Juicy
I
will
am
enjoy
the
that.
gay Tupac. I said Tupac had hoes everywhere. I ain't see that. And
Juicy-
Tupac was dark skinned and not
Juicy
bright light.
is a hoe everywhere.
Shh, people don't know that. They was training him in the gym. What, Wes? I mean, what? That's what the 2 brothers said they was doing. One was training him. I did not know they have bathhouses. Why they couldn't take that to the hotel? I've never figured that one out. People, y'all just get so horny, you just drop it right there. You know that somebody's sweat and nut sacks been sitting on that bench. How y'all not wipe that down? And I hope y'all had something on your feet when you went to the showers. Just don't drop the soap. Okay then, hey Braxton. So did Ludacris had them Eric Hoes? Yes, Ludacris settled down when he found his new wife. Hey Ed, I think you'll get 1 year and be out in 3 months. Not without paying back that restitution. Oh, the cop's saying, hey, I want my $170-something thousand. I don't know what is this? What is this? Hey, Rosita. Why is it a video? Hey, dirty. Baby, they got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey. He couldn't even compare himself to the old dirty bastard. He was just messed up all the way around. I'm still trying to figure out, why did you wait to the coldest day of the year during a polar vortex to figure out you wanted a foot-long Subway ham sandwich in the middle of the morning? You didn't even get any drinks or chips. That's if you at least could have got a combo. And you had a shoestring that we used to make phones when we was kids to say 911, get my good side. And then said it was MAGA country. I said, I don't think any white person is finna shout that out. And you could have pulled something else, dude. Chris, you sound like you thoroughly disappointed. No, I'm thoroughly disappointed on everybody that fell for it, then made us, our lives a living hell there for a minute because we weren't going to jump on that lying man's side. And I'm sitting here like, it don't sound right. Number one. Number two, it was the middle of the damn night. Black people don't like coldness. Now, he could have went through the summertime, but I'm telling you, because I'm black, we don't like cold. And we just ain't going to freely walk outside below zero. No, not for nothing. We'll learn to cook a bag and a pack of oodles and noodles first before we decide that any dangling or any footlong out there was appropriate, you know, when it's freezing outside. So he could have switched that up. And then I'm looking at the men. You hit that. Well, damn. That's pretty much all I got. He got a combo size meats and balls. How does it come to name this? This like what? Was Subway even open at 2 a.m.? Something was. We could go on and on and on. The jokes that we could say about Jussie Smollett. I came with him. But I'm gonna pick at him. Cause this is how he did it. Why you finna start that movie? Don't start that music up. That's what I tell George. That is how they did it. We want to throw our hands up too to see if he gonna go down. That's what, Gabriella? I don't like it. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. That's what like, that's a misnomer. That's why there's not many of us on ski slopes. And that's why we always have a swimming pool party, but no one have on trunks. We got our feet dangling, but then that's fine. Just feet and all. Hair, best not even get splashed on. We having a whole fight and everything. Just trust me. Never throw a black woman in a swimming pool. Somebody gonna get hurt. But we're at the top of the hour. We'll be right back. Go ahead, Dave. What I do? Go ahead. Cheers. Boris Johnson in a cup. Why am I still on air? I want to take a swig.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Matt McGregor, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor here in the state of Georgia. As you can see, we got a storm brewing here in the state of Georgia. With all the mandates and the laws and the vaccine problem, it is time to stand up to these draconian ways. It is time to take back our state. I'm calling upon every patriot out there to stand beside me. I'm kindly asking for your vote. If you want somebody to stand up for Georgia, take Georgia back for the people. So with that being said, my name's Matt McGregor, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor, and I approve this message.
My son was shot in the head and killed at a house party with an illegal gun. After he was killed, no one spoke up for weeks, but that's part of the street life. The gun control lobbyist claims their policies will save lives and reduce violence. Well, these policies did not save my son.
A crazed drug addict broke into my home, pinned me down on the bed, punched me in my face repeatedly, and then he strangled me. I knew he was going to kill me, and I wondered what my daughter would see when she came home. Then I realized she would be his next victim, and I started fighting for my life. No, I started fighting for her life. I fought to my gun in the dresser. I pointed it straight at him, and he stopped in his tracks. If storage laws required me to lock my gun up, I never would have been able to get to my firearm in time.
My son's death was a result of a criminal with an evil heart, a sickening reality of the street life, and the criminal justice system failing to deal with a convicted felon that pulled the trigger.
My story is one of the estimated 2 million lives saved by guns each year. I was, and I always will be, my own first responder, and I will raise my children to be the same for themselves. My name is Mary Forges, and my firearm saved my life.
My name is Lucretia Hughes, and I am proud to be a part of the DC Project, where we believe education, not legislation, is how we will save lives.
If you survived a tragedy and want to make a difference, share your story with the DC Project.
If you are a survivor of a violent attack and you need a community who supports you and your right to protect yourself, please consider joining or supporting the DC Project, Women for Gun Rights, at dcproject.info.
Welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes, where this is show 1092. So y'all make sure y'all keep us on air. Get over there to our Etsy store. It's SC Fallback USA. Etsy Fallback USA. Everything is made by Mom and Dave. Lucretia, you still ain't helping them. I ain't trying to be depressed around them. So, you know what? Y'all get over there to SC USA. And like I said, help us do this game plan. Make a game plan. Don't forget, since they canceled Roanoke, Virginia, we decided to have our own bash. So on March the 26th, these are the people that's already said it. And I'm trying to get a catchy theme because we already got the room. It's a Saturday. It's from 7 to 9. And I'm thinking of titling it the candidate, come out and meet the candidate celebration or something like that. But basically right now we have Michael Bogus running in District 19, qualified today. Michael Bogus did. Matt McGregor running for Lieutenant Governor. He qualified Monday. Surreal Ivy, District 4, Congresswoman. She's running against Hank Johnson in the 4th District. We have Colonel Swan that is running in the 10th District of Georgia. We have Ms. Vivian Childs. Hopefully she'll be there, but you know, she's a minister. So the next day is church. And she's saying if not, she'll record something and send it because all these people need help. They're fine grassroots candidates that are official now. And of course, YG Nightstorm is going to also be there. If we have any more people, we're going to give them time up on the stage. This is a 2-hour event. Michael Bogus and Christian, we're going to raffle some stuff off for you and Dave. We're going to do a fundraiser for you and Dave there to help y'all with finances and moving if that's what it takes. He says stop stressing, get that up and running first. So tomorrow, the event will be put up so you can get more information about it. Come out and meet these great candidates. And if you know any other candidates, because they need to meet and greet themselves also. So we're looking for people that want to come out. Y'all make sure y'all get in contact with us, and we really appreciate it. So since they canceled it on the next weekend in Roanoke, Virginia, let's do our own big celebration. And thank you, Atmosphere of Atlanta, because that is kind of my favorite place. Hey Tiffany, how you doing out there? I'm shadow banned on Fascist Book. I barely post on it, but when you do, you tag me, Paul Wall. I noticed that when you do post on Fascist Book on Facebook, you at least try to get my attention, and I might get it a day after, or I might get it 10 minutes to an hour after you've tagged me in a post. So I do see it when you're trying to catch my attention on a particular topic. So I wanted to tell you that. What is this? Yes, I saw this today. Just like that, DuckDuckGo becomes Google. One-time free search engine now down rates conservative content, bans gateway pundit. Wow, damn. I don't know if you're aware of it, but it appears that DuckDuckGo is now filtering out our website, your website. I switched over from their Android app back in 2020 just to type in Gateway Pundit. Your site would be the first to come up in last week. So I guess it's somebody that's telling them that DuckDuckGo has banned them off there. I don't know what we're going to do, people, but we need to keep finding a reach around from the global elite. It says, thanks, Kevin. And DuckDuckGo, they do not even list the front page of our website in their search engine. They're included the Wikipedia slander and every other major hit piece on the Gateway Pundit instead. And I'm going to still keep listening to Gateway Pundit and pulling their articles. We have been disappeared despite having millions of readers a day. The top articles that pops up Gateway Pundit, including hit pieces that had no traffic. This is what happens. This is part of being shadow banned and completely blocked. Everything that you have built and done, they could take it just like that. Our monetization took just like that with their information. It says, to add insult to injury, the search engine and big tech demons will allow knockoff sites to steal our content word for word, including photos and videos, and that is okay. That is approved. This is evil, and we're up against it. It says today, Breitbart posted a report on DuckDuckGo. They have become Google, or they said Google Light, Diet Google. That's how I saw paraphrase. They are actively censoring conservative content that does not meet their world view. Well, yeah. So now we're going to have to find another search engine. It's forever something. Hey there, Brave search engine is another one. Don't worry. I might think we need to say that every night. Be happy. Yes, Dave. Watch we get shadow banned. Don't worry, be happy now. Is it something about some songs that will be ever stuck in your psyche no matter what you do? I'm just saying. Hey there. Hey, Black Mamba. What's up, Paul? While we're going to keep on going. What is this one? I got that one. Did that one too before we get to ours. Lucretia, what made you get real quiet real quickly? New York Post. New study finds, and we're going to talk about the skewed numbers in a minute. This is from the New York Post one more time. New study finds COVID-19 can cause brain shrinkage and memory loss. Hell, old age can too, and keep living. It happens every day. COVID can cause brain to shrink, reduce gray matter in the regions that control memory and also emotions, and damage areas that control the sense of smell, an Oxford University study has found. Is this part of some of that information dump in the report dumps? Is this part of the adverse what Pfizer had to drop out? It's saying it's a study from Oxford University. So let's keep reading. Oxford. It says the scientists said that the effects were even seen in people who had not been hospitalized with COVID, and whether the impact could be partially reversed or if it could persist in long-term needed further investigations. Lucretia, I'm seeing a whole bunch of y'all side videos in about 5 to 10 years about, the side effects and class action lawsuits. It says even mild cases, participants in the research showed a worsening of executive functions responsible for focus and organizing, and on an average brain size shrunk between 0.2% and 2%. I remember it took me about a week and a half to get out that fog. It was like I was walking around in perpetual fogginess. I did not know if it was the yellowing of my eyes that was making me look like I was in a tunnel, or everything was shadowed, or it was like a fogginess. And then the cough persisted for so long, and then the taste and all the rest of that. I was like, and then they go like, hey, come in here and get checked to see if you had it. No, that's okay. I survived whatever I had, so I'm good with that. I'm not gonna, number one, you ain't sticking it up my nose. You might touch that brain matter. So let's go ahead and tell y'all about this, because I did get it. Massachusetts, and this is the blaze. Massachusetts Health Department admits significant overcount of COVID-19 deaths, and the number could still be much too high. How much money was they getting? I mean, how much money was they getting? Massachusetts Department of Health announced this week that it would be tweaking its health tracking methodology after the approach led to significant overcount in Corona-19 deaths in the state. In a press release Thursday, today, the department acknowledged it would be retroactively removing 4,081 deaths from the state's overall count while adding 400 deaths, making a net change of a decrease of 3,700. Sound like fuzzy math. You got to revamp all the unemployment numbers. The overcount was reportedly result of faulty criteria for inclusions in logged death and resulting from COVID-19 if an individual had a confirmed positive test within a certain time frame prior to their passing. But have anybody ever, here's something else that y'all might want to do some research on when it comes to all this in the COVID-19 deaths and all the rest of this stuff. Morticians. Go actually ask some morticians what they've been finding, pathologists, inside of lungs, inside of hearts, inside of brains, inside of cells. Go look at those reports, and it's going to shock you at what's going on inside of people's body. Number one, a case investigation determined the virus caused and contributed to the deaths. This says the death certificate listed COVID-19 as an equivalent term as the cause of death. The deceased individual had COVID-19 diagnosed within 60 days of death. In accordance to the guidance of the Council of State and Territorial of the United States, okay then, what's up with all these damn names they give each other? The department decided to cut the time frame in half. Moving forward, the state will log a COVID death insofar as the individual had confirmed test positive within 30 days of their passing. Well, there you go. Are we going to get unrestricted now? Because I showed this, say, hey, them numbers ain't right. You can't say all. There's no such thing of all in science. Where's the research? Where's the testing, the studying, the analyzing, the hypothesis? Where's all of this? Where's the theses? Where's the papers? Where's the peer review? Where's all of this? And y'all just gonna sit here like, yeah, they right. No, they ain't. That is not how science.
Why the lying?
Why?
You always lying?
Just, oh my God. Stop.
Lying. Always lying.
Wait, stop. Just stop effing lying. Just stop effing lying. Hey, Suzette, doctor's office are now trying to help anyone anymore. Not trying to help anyone anymore. They love the money they're getting. That's what was it? OPP? Yeah, you know me. PPO came in. HMO. Obamacare? Yes. So welcome to all of that bull crap. EKGs, yes ma'am, report coming out in 50 years. Nuh-uh, Linda, they shut that down. They shot that down. Remember, they was asking for 75 years before they released any research whatsoever, any adverse effects, everything. When I'm thinking 75 years, that means everyone that had anything to do with any of this, they all said dead and gone. So what did the court step in and say? Nah. Y'all played us. I'm paraphrasing. Y'all played us. Drop them. We're going to give you a certain time to start dropping this stuff, and you need to start dropping them now. Oh my God, we finna get shut down on Facebook. The things I can do without, come on. Hey, I'm talking to you, just come on. Now Facebook gonna get us ready to get shut down. Catherine Bernard, I will call you right after the show. Thank you for calling in, though. She calling my phone. I see you, Catherine. Linda, dang, we be dead. Yeah, they want us that. And you forgetting about Bill Gates, Dr. Fructose Corn Syrup, the World Health Organization, what is it, the NSH, and all the rest of this that has something to dibble-dabble and shutting us down in our life, and they all tag team on us, and then come to find out they was the ones that was giving out misinformation and disinformation to begin with. So, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Suzette. Dang, that's what I'm saying. There are 9 pages of adverse effects. No, Miss Peggy. No, ma'am, that's what you see. But there's actually websites different websites out there that you could go and log in an adverse effect. You can go in and actually see. It's thousands, hundreds of thousands and thousands of people that have posted about these adverse effects. I'm serious. Remember, I don't know if you was watching at that time, but I had put something on my page where one of these local TV shows or TV stations was sitting here saying, hey, if you know someone in your family that did not take the shot and now they're suffering from it, we would like to interview you. Well, you remember when I pulled that up and it was almost up to 300,000 just responses? Comments. I'm sorry. It was over 2 million responses. But the comments was about the last time I saw it was in the 300,000s of comments of people saying, I guess that didn't work out the way you wanted it to. Hey, can we talk about me getting sick? Hey, let's talk about me having heart issues. Hey, let's talk about me having, vaginal issues. Hey, let's talk about, Nicki Minaj. You remember the Nicki thing? When they were saying about, one of her cousins told her that someone he knew penis, blew up. And all the mainstream media, the Hollywood doctors and all of them started going after Nicki Minaj, and she stood her ground. Well, that's true. That's one of the side effects too. And then all of a sudden, all of these, you just see it all over the world. Athletes. Now, I ain't finna run from nothing unless it's Jason, Freddie, or Micah Myers, or the Candyman. They drop it out there. And if they playing soccer, they are tip-top shape. And they dropping like flies. Then you got kids in school just dropping like flies, just coming in with heart problems, this problem. And I'm sitting here like, yo, is anybody paying attention to this? You got one shot. Don't do it, y'all. Please don't take that. Please do a little bit more research. You got 2 shots. Oh, hey. Please don't take this. Please do a little bit more research. I have to. No, you don't. No, you don't. You got a booster. There's 3 shots. Is it going to help any of this? You got a 4th one. And you still shaming me for not wearing a mask when they flip-flop from day one, because I remember in the height of all of this, in March of 2020 or April, kids can't get it. Kids can't get it. Kids can't get it. Kids can't spread it. Kids can't do it. What the hell? Then all of a sudden our kids was masked. Kids was masked. Kids can't go to school together. Kids can't be friends. Kids can't come out the house. They got to be separated. I'm sitting here like, that is not what y'all said when this first came out. And then it was Wuhan, batsuit, Wuhan, batsuit, China. Then we got locked down for even mentioning Wuhan or China. So don't need to say nothing about, frontline doctors. Don't say anything about, what other scientists and research facilities are doing behind the scenes that's proving all of them wrong. And Dr. Fructose corn syrup. And then we started figuring out, well, he's married to what you mean you married to the woman that runs the institute? How are you on this board when you was just over here? How? And then I just stopped saying nope. Pretty much in a nutshell. And people try to come to my page and shame on you. But pretty much that simple. Michael said it. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Hey Sheila, they told us they was thinning out the crowd. Yes, that's the point. Sheila, they tell us before they do it. I'm gonna sip on that. They make it seem normal to get it out there in the lexicon, get it out there in society as a normal conversation. We're just going to talk about it. We're not going to do anything. We're going to talk about it. And then they started bringing more and more and more. And by the time we get bullied, shouted down because it don't feel right, it goes against everything we believe. And then we the ones that's getting our lives tore upside down because they the ones lying, not us. I mean, they taught us to use logical thinking skills. I mean, the woman that had on Buster Browns and used to whack my hand with a ruler. I remember still getting paddling in the office. This is a time when teachers actually give a dang. And they ain't trying to sleep with the next student in the next room. So, this is a whole nother time. Because right now, there's like, group unity. We're going to use group unity. I'm thinking, when I was in school, did we have a project, a group project? Hell no. I hate group projects. I said, when I die, let's all have a group project so they can let me down one more time. I was like, you can't do it. You ain't gonna do it. Well, move then, because you ain't finna take on any of my hard work. But that's how I was with group projects. I couldn't stand them. And being the oldest one in the group, too, that was not, ain't nobody got time for that. And I'll be like snitching on a heartbeat. You ain't do nothing. You didn't even throw a research paper up in here. No, you ain't part of this group. Creesha, I wasn't raised that way. I was raised in a dog-eat-dog world, okay? In the 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. I'm telling you, it was dog eats a dog. And if we did not want to be anywhere around you, we didn't give a dang who you were. We just kicked you out the group and found somebody else we wanted to hang with. You hurt my feelings. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. We grew up on that one. Nook, if you buck, boy. Just grew up on that one, too. I didn't take that shot. Nope. It's too many vitamins. Y'all started telling me what vitamins to actually go out there and take. And then when they started shooting down drugs that's been on the market for more than 60 years for something that they done developed in warp speed, I said, warp this. Hey, Charlotte. In my opinion, we were being lied to about everything. We didn't fall for it, Charlotte. You've been here since day one. You've been here forever. You didn't fall for this. You didn't fall for this. No, ma'am. Now, I don't know how many years you've been trying to drop knowledge on this podcast. No, ma'am. You didn't never drop. Y'all didn't fall for this. That's the point. That's why they don't want y'all to see us. Hey there, I heard that the omnibus bill passed. You know it was, Miss Belinda. I talked about that yesterday. There was nothing for the Republicans. There was nothing that they could do. That they did that. Well, we screwed. Creesha, what do you want me to say? It goes to the Senate. If it goes back to the Senate and Joe Manchin has his way in Senate, it's not going to pass. But can somebody tell me if it's going to go and head to the Senate? I'm going to say that one more time. If Congress passed it, has it already been to the Senate? The Senate did what it wanted to do to it. Then it went back to the House. Now that the House has done they sneaky, shiesty stuff, do it goes to the Senate again and get railroad?
I don't think it's been to the Senate yet.
You don't think it has been to the Senate?
It started in the House.
Okay, then. So that means if Joe Manchin and Senna has anything to do with any of this, I can tell you, if they side with the Republicans, it stops there. But let's see. It has not been signed into law. It did pass out of the House of Representatives. But remember where the money comes from and who holds the pocketbook strings of America. And that's Congress. That's not the Senate. And no offense, Bath Mouth Maxine Waters, is she still the committee chairwoman? Well, there you go. Jessica. Compliance is not in my vocabulary. No, we was raised rough. we was bucking the system a long time ago. Hey, Joanna, one project I'm not doing is following lamestream media medium. No, I'm not doing it. So all these people come to my page. We could tell what you watch, who you watch, and where you get your information from, because you literally just regurgitated something I read verbatim. And that's when you got to be like, ain't nobody finna argue with them. And somehow y'all do. Hey, Cynthia. Wow. Wait. My daughter passed away and my son-in-law got 2 granddaughters the jab. They are only 10 and 11. My poor babies, God bless them. Keep praying for them too. Hey, Cynthia, and be whisper in their ear, Grandma. Be that grandma. Be that one. There's certain type of rules, and be that confident also. Hey there, Tracy Squirrel. Dance is probably the reason. Maxine Waters is still alive. You didn't see her at the State of the Union looking like she literally took that shirt from, what is it, Seinfeld? But it was brown. All right, then. I don't watch any of them. Nope, but I'll read the heck out of them just to see did they sound as stupid as they look. And I have to. I have to read these. Hey, Jules, 89. Hubby boss shooting eye darts at him because we listen to all sides. He only listens to a mainstream. Well, you, Jules, you continue to listen to all sides, do your own research, come up with your own conclusion, and then go with it like that. Who cares what somebody else say? You figure out what you want to believe in. Make sure you got your facts. You can point people to where you got the research. And if they don't want to listen to you, then you're not supposed to be talking to them in the first place. Hey, Mayberry, what's going on out there? Hey, Christy. Maxine reminds me of a predator. Yeah, especially since she ain't changed that wig. I'm going to keep going over here because see how that slipped out quickly. I didn't even mean to, Jules. That was just, it was built in there. Okay, I gotta drink off my tea off that one. This is not tea, but we finna drink off some. Is she dead? Zelensky, former press secretary, tweets and then deletes, which means somebody called her out on it, but she was telling the truth. Message saying it would be a tragedy if Kamala Harris became president after laughing during the press conference. That is not one only reason why it'll be a damn tragedy. Did she laugh? Devil in the blue dress, devil with the blue dress song. I'm just gonna go out on him. It says Zelensky, former press secretary, deleted and tweeted, then deleted a post on Thursday today, saying it would be a tragedy if Kamala Harris were to one day be president after she laughed through questions at a press conference in Poland about the refugee crisis in Ukraine. She laughed. Dave, can you pull that? Because that woman she even irked my nerves today. I said, I know she didn't, but she did. She really did. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, it's 31 seconds long. Now, hold up, peeps. Lucretia, you finna do this to us. Yes, I is. I don't want to send an email. That is not what I want to do. How you just copy the link? Okay, Lucretia, I want y'all to listen to the ha. And then we're going to come back to this article because y'all really need to hear how she portrayed. Copy the whole thing. Okay, Dave, I'm off this. Once he get it up and running, size up. I want you to see the embarrassment because these people are not. Thank Krista, baby. I'm going to come back to you, sweetie. I'm going to send this to Dave so he can get everything. I don't want that. Seriously? Hey, what happened? Y'all still on Facebook? I see you. It's just, yay. Okay, Dave, here it is. I'm going to send you this, and we're going to get to one of my articles, but I really want people to see, did you hear what I heard? All right, Dave. Seriously, Facebook? You did, y'all, huh? Yes, I'm sending it in Messenger, sir. Once my Facebook page stopped tripping, it must have been that song you were singing. Oh, are you gonna play This Means War at the very end of the show before they knock everybody out, and we're just gonna take it out with Ain't No Stopping Us Now? Okay, well, good, because there it is. If you go all the way down to the bottom, it's 31 seconds long. It is her response of the questions that was given asked by a reporter over there in Poland. I still want to know what the hell she was doing in Poland. I mean, what good reason? Shouldn't she be at the southern border? But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to confuse anybody. So we're going to get that and we're going to do it. Kamala is not a smart person, depending on if she's standing up on the knee or took one. Hey, Michelle, did y'all hear about our president plane land? Yes. Yes, Krisha. That was last Saturday, though. Come on now. Come on. Just seriously. Trump, take your own from now on. It was a private donor. No more, Trump. We're going to need you. Don't you got one? You got a couple of jets. Take your own stuff, boo-boo, because they try and take you out. Krisha, you don't know that it was engine failure. Anytime I'm thinking of engine failure, I'm thinking of Mayday, we're going down. Somebody's tampered with snakes on the plane. So that's where my mind went. I couldn't figure it out, but I was concerned about my president. I was concerned about my president. That's all I'm going to say. His name is Trump. Hey, Suzette, I heard that. Yeah, I did too. She's a Polish joke. And one literally just popped in my head, Brenda. I said, girl, you had that. Boop. We both think dirty. Hey, Suzette, get her out of here. How? We don't want her back over here. Why you can't keep her in Poland? Send her to Switzerland. Ain't there CERN somewhere she can go underground and research? We're just going to keep Krisha just Hey there, Catherine. I'm so glad to see you. Hey, from Daytona Beach in Florida. How you doing out there? Hey, Jimmy Wade, 30 years old wig. All right, Dave. Show everybody her laughter. I'm sorry, y'all can't hear it. You have to jump on another page out here. Turn up, Dave.
And for President Duda, I wanted to know if you think, and if you asked the United States to specifically accept more refugees.
He's playing it.
Okay.
Is this was a West Point?
It's a friend indeed.
Okay, so this time.
Why? If she don't know, does she just revert to laughing? I mean, come on. Because, it's like if you're nervous, is that a nervous cackle? Because the question was poignant. It needed to be answered. It was talking about women and children, refugees. And the first thing that runs through her head is the laugh. I'm like, how you take her seriously? That was a serious moment in history that is going to always be archived. What was laughter about that? A tragedy of someone else's country. Y'all, hey, Poland, don't trust her. Oh, you ain't. Because even Zelensky, ex-press secretary, is like, that's really a traitor. I mean, who she going to pick? Because she look like she'll go wherever the wind will blow. You get it, Jimmy? Just, hey, Jimmy, how you doing out there? It is what it is. That woman right there. All right, Jersey. She said the B word. Hey, Jersey Jack, Trump rally is in Florence, South Carolina this Saturday. I hope he walking. I mean, not like, you know what I mean. I hope he ain't getting on the same plane. That's all I'm saying. I couldn't. That Harry, I know it. What's wrong with her neck? We're going to start talking in refugees. We're going to start taking in refugees from Russia. Chris, why you sit up? I'm trying to make sense of this. Ukraine, not Russia. Because, Tracy, didn't you just say that they, Facebook and Instagram are now allowing videos to stay up on their websites, their platforms that, predicts somebody Russian and getting beat up, pretty much like World Star? I mean, I don't see them taking in Russian people. I don't mean to say it like that, but I don't see that. I really don't. They already targeting Russian bakers, people, business owners, school students. I know y'all been paying attention to some of these articles going on around there that they are literally beating up kids because they're Russians. So you know what? We're at the bottom of the hour. We'll be right back. Go ahead, Dave.
name's Matt McGregor, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor here in the state of Georgia. I need to know, are you going to sign up for somebody who brought in HB 316, the bill that brought in the Dominion machines and the drop boxes that Georgia's never seen before? Or are you going to go with a candidate that's calling for a forensic audit, not a regular audit, but a forensic audit across all 159 counties? If you're looking for a candidate like that, because I'm no politician, that by no means, I'm a U.S. Marine vet, and I need my patriotic family, I need the Georgians to stand up with me to take back the Gold Dome. It is time to give the power back to the people. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt McGregor, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. This is Lucretia Hughes. Y'all make sure, again, y'all hit like, subscribe, hit love, and also share. If you can get notifications, try to get notifications. If not, go over to Patreon, become a contributor, and also a contributor, and then a supporter on Facebook. And then if not, go over to our Etsy store, Etsy Fallback USA, and also over there on Facebook. So welcome back to the last half hour of the show. Last night, I had the opportunity to be on David Zier's show, which is Real American Voices. So I just want to say thank you so much for that opportunity to be on your show. It will be aired Saturday afternoon. He's going to give me the link. So like I said, these interviews and being asked to go around the nation to speak, we're still going to do that no matter what's going on in the background. Because if we would have let all of this clog our mind, our head, our passion, our mission, my path or faith, then I wouldn't have got this far. So I've said this from day one. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on striving. And we're just going to continue to build and strategize of what we're going to hit in the future. Is it scary? Because it's unknown right now. Everything is unknown right now on everybody's walk of life, if it's from our nation all the way to our state or even right here in our house. So like I said, for my intercessional prayer people, please pray. For the ones that want to donate and help, we need to figure out a fundraiser and how to do this. This time around, this is not being donated to no constitutional scholar for voters regulations. This is not going to a rally. This is not going to anything else. This is going to go to us and help us reestablish ourselves if that is what God has us to do. But I also feel like he's an on-time God, and there's still things that Jersey Jack is working on and a whole bunch of people and one more person. So like I said, y'all keep us in your intercessional prayer and keep us in your prayers. And like I said, y'all go over to PayPal, go to Cash App, or just go to Etsy if that makes you even feel even better. Because this is quality merchandise that my mom and Dave actually get up and make. So, hey Rachel. Okay, we're about to get shut off. Really now. I'm watching the numbers down. But I'm a bounce. Lord, give me a sign. Because that's all I want right now, Jersey J. Miss Barbara, that's all I want right now. The unknown of what's going to happen tomorrow, 2 weeks from now, 1 month from now, 6 weeks from now is petrifying to me. But somehow I got to wrap my hair up at night, go to bed, try not to stay up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because I can't get my mind to shut down, get more than 3 hours of sleep, and get up the next day and put that smile back on my face and get back out here doing what I love to do. So, you know what? Lift us up and continue asking, Lord, give us a sign. Hey there, Rumble, here we come. Mr. Lily, we over there? Who on Rumble?
About 16 people.
16 people on Rumble over there, Mr. Lily. I'm like, if I knew my password, I'd be over there and have that chat room open too. Dave got it all in the background. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to have actually rumble up. I love Orbits, and that's just going to be an extra screen that's going to be popped up. Now that Dave is telling me that we're back on his YouTube page, and we got Karma, Camille. I ain't seen you in a long time. And then we got Jerry over here. We got Yvette. So we're going to be building this up. And we're just going to keep building it up. So if Dave, if you could have sent me the Rumble link, I would love to say hey to people, but since you don't, hey, Rumble. No buffering there. Wendy said no buffering either. None. What the heck? What you mean you get no buffering on Rumble and I'm seeing my Facebook pages freeze every other second? Am I talking about hydroquinone? Just asking for all of us. I bounce back and forth depending on what room I'm in. Then you know all the people that are actually talking at one time. And I try to catch as many as I can. Check my messenger. Why you gotta have with a bass in your voice? Oh, did you hear this? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm checking my messenger. Let's see who's on Rumble. Go on, Dave. Just, you could at least tell me who the hell I'm talking to. We're going over here. Sign in to see the comments. See, I don't know my password. I am not finna say that out loud. Hey, Rumble. Hey. We just gonna leave that right there. We're gonna leave Rumble alone for today, and I make sure that I have Rumble up forever and from now on because I want to see y'all too. So let's get on. Here we go. What was we reading? Were we over there on D Live? Or I was just running my mouth. Having a hot flash. I can feel it right now. Thank you, Patriot D forever, because my mind went blank. I thought that was a joke. Terry, there was a guy named Terry that was on here the first couple of minutes of the show that literally said righteous Facebook would now, no, that was Tracy. And Terry came and validate what Tracy had to say. Righteous Facebook would now allow calls for violence against Russians on their platform. Why my heart hurting for the... I can be a big softy. Why would you do that? So when that flip around and someone calls violence for your ethnic group, your culture, what the hell is this? Leave don't touch a Russian. They ain't did to you. They ain't do nothing to you. They ain't do nothing to your family. They didn't kill your jobs. They didn't raise the damn taxes. They didn't raise your gas. No Russian in America did jack to y'all.
And they may or may not be more
I got
mad.
angry. That's like telling, you know what? That's like telling Antifa and Black Lives Matters to beat up on patriots. And then when we get messed up or start fighting back, we get shut down. See, that pissed me off. I didn't know it was real, but we're going to read this, Patriot D, forever. You knew this was coming. Facebook will allow calls for violence against Russians in some countries against Russians. This would include Facebook and Instagram platforms. Reuters reported that Meta will allow Facebook and Instagram users in some countries to call for violence against Russians and Russian soldiers in context of the Ukrainian invasion. So if I feel like I feel like there's a lot of child sex trafficking with Ukrainian people, so does that give me the audacity to tell other Ukrainians to attack all Ukraine? What the hell is this? I just see this right here and this fake outrage you see on lamestream media. I feel for these people. I feel for the Ukrainians and the damn Russians. They ain't got nothing to do with any of this. They stuck in the middle, and then you got their dog whisperers to try to do the same damn thing they did with Antifa, Black Lives Matter, Chop Chaz, and the Summer of Love. Creesh, calm down. Hell no. So now they really trying to get Russian people killed? Hurry up, Truth Social for Androids. Hey, Paul Wall, how you doing out there? Russia is the largest superpower. Why are they so stupid? Let it ride. Tom McDonald. People so stupid. People so dumb. People say, wah, wah, wah. You need to get better issues because we're running out of issues. Get better issues because we're running out of tissues. Hell, I stopped. You finna attack. So I can attack a Muslim for 911. Or if you know the Klan, you can attack any black person. Or a black person because they hate white people and the whitey man, that they could go out there and attack anybody that they want. Just in case you're an Italian and you hate a Jew, you think you could go up there and attack them. Because you're Jewish and there might be somebody from Germany, you think you could go to attack a German person. And you see how this slippery slope bullshit work? Woo, hey Tiffany, hey. Just like they deliberate targets, yes. Just like they use all this coronavirus research properties, laboratory research to target black folks. You remember I read that? We's not gonna get back on that again. I mean, if you don't know how they were targeting different cultures and races with coronavirus, we's not gonna get in this. You ain't gonna believe us anyway, even though we have talked about it multiple times. This one, you're gonna have to do your research on your own. So there you go. There you go. Hey, Daily Insanity. Hey, Mary Free. In that omnibus bill, are they making us pay for it? Boy, yes. $250 million. No, 500, $500 million. Isn't that what I read yesterday that made me just slam down the table and get up out my bed and actually do a live at 12 o'clock? You don't do that in the middle of the morning. No, I just put it made me get up. Yeah, we are. We are paying for abortion. Genocide. Yes, we are.
Hell no.
To the no. Yeah, to the no. Put my foot down on some of this bullshit.
To the no.
GOP Carthorne calls Zelensky a thug and says the Ukrainian government is corrupt, incredibly evil, pushing woke ideologies and speeches to reporters. All you gotta do is get him up there in those, that leather outfit he was in and those hooker shoes that was like 8 inches high while he's dry humping on the floor, or maybe playing the piano with his penis, or you could go back and look way decades ago to see how corrupt that Ukraine actually is, not only with the Biden administration, but a whole bunch more of these people. So if you're thinking that this just happened all of a sudden because Zelensky pissed off Russia, you're missing the bigger picture of how long this stuff been going on. I just had to. It says, Hawthorne, you're not the black dude. You're talking about the Democrat. Please, it's a Republican. Okay. Madison Carthorne of North Carolina disparaged Ukrainian President Zelensky as a thug and elected government that was fighting off Russia invasion incredibly evil in a new video release. And the way y'all did it, hold up. I think I actually pulled something from Charles Schwab, Klaus guy. I actually found an article that just popped up on my page randomly today that actually been talking about this guy y'all been talking about for the last couple of weeks. And I still don't know who this dude is, but hey, it is what it is. Crazy shot. Yeah, I know. Here it is. Now, this is geopolitics.com. If y'all want to go there, just want to go. It says, the Great Reset, oh, nothing, be happy, being human in 2020 and 2030. This was wrote November the 24th, 2020. The World Economic Forum annual meeting at the end of January in Davos, Switzerland. I remember that meeting. You remember that meeting? I think we went live on that. It says, bring together international business and political leaders, economists, and other profile individuals to discuss global issues, driven in the vision of the influential CEO Klaus Schwab. The WEF is the main driving force of dystopian. What the hell is dystopian? Because it ain't the first time I've seen it. It won't let me just click on that one page. Do we really want to read this guy? I clicked on something that was highlighted, and it took me to like his damn bio. Offguardian.org. Born in Ravensburg in 1938, Klaus Schwab is a child of Adolf Hitler's Germany, a police state regime built on fear and violence, on brainwashing and control, on propaganda and lies, on industrialism and eugenics, on dehumanization and disinfection, on a chilling and grandiose vision of a new order that will last 1,000. Whoa, no, Jesus Christ. That was the first paragraph. And that was the worst. That was the first. Lucretia, it's supposed to last 1,000 years. How long is Jesus supposed to be on his throne?
I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams.
They putting themselves on that pedestal.
The world's going crazy and
He put himself on that pedestal that he's gonna. Woo, Jesus Christ. Did I please tell me I did not read something about they supposed to have this for 1,000 years. Have anybody read Revelations? Please tell me somebody that at least picked the boot at Lucretia. Stop stuttering. Daniel something. Come on now. Okay, back to this article. That was the first paragraph. Okay. That wasn't even where I was at. That hurt my dang on soul. That hit me. Schwab seemed to be dedicating his life to reinventing a nightmare that was trying to turn it into a reality, not just for Germany, but for the whole world. Worse still is that his own word confirmed time and time again his technocratic fascist vision, also of twisted transhumanist one. AIs, what we just said, they regenerating themselves right now. They can last longer. They sliding themselves off peach trees, dishes, and regerminating and find each other and shit. It says, where was I at? We'll merge humans with machines. In curious mixes of digital and analog life, which will infect our bodies with stardust and in which the police will apparently be able to read our brain. Paul Wall, where's that article at? About 2 months ago, you had something to do with remotely controlling your brain. Lucretia, shush it. It's trying to click. You remember the article that we read about in January, where they had some kind of new technology that they could remotely and we will see, and his accomplices are using the coronavirus crisis to bypass the democratic accountability and override opposition, to accelerate their agenda and to oppose it on the rest of humankind against our will in a term called a great reset. I'm off that. I got find that article. Find that damn article. For somebody to say we lying, Neuralink. Is that what you say? Is that what you? For somebody to say, that ain't true. I'm sure somebody about to do this. Don't do that to us. You slow, not us. We've already talked about this, and this is proof after proof. Are you kidding me? It says shit. It is a tectonic shift that intends to change how we live, work, and interact with each other. The Great Reset entails the transformation of society, resulting in permanent restrictions and fundamental liberties and mass surveillance, as in entire sectors are sacrificed to boost the monopoly and hegemonious of pharmaceutical corporations, high-tech, big data giant Amazon, Google, major global change, digital payment sectors, biotech, and concerns, etc. Using 19 lockdowns and restriction to push through the transformation, the Great Reset is being rolled out under the guise of the fourth industrial revolution, in which the older enterprises are being driven to bankruptcy or absorbed into monopolies, effectively shutting down huge sections of the pre-COVID economy. Economists are being restructured, and many jobs will be carried out by AG-driven machines. I ain't reading no more. We told you so. We people told you so. You go over there to my Etsy.com before anybody get on here and say, that ain't true. I'm telling you, I will bounce you off this page as much as we've been researching. Let's go, Brandon. Right over there. Etsy, y'all. Let's go, Brandon. Hey, Jules. Laughing my ass off. They believe the biggest theory of them all. Russia was in cahoots with Trump. I still go back and look at that video when Trump and Putin met for the first time. And he pulled the final, the final henchman at the end of "Come over here," final comeback. He literally snatched Putin further. So I can imagine that grip that he gave Putin that day when they first met, and he pulled Putin. Oh, I was like, well, dang, he bogarted that. I've dug deep into biolabs in Ukraine, and they still ain't gonna believe us, Paul Wall. That's why I said now. This is why I'm recreating. It's not being condescending. We can't start over. Seriously, we talked about this. I made a whole video in my backyard, and I made a live that says, is there going to be any consequences of playing God? Any. Because it's like Terminator now. I'm waiting on a wormhole somewhere. Somebody coming in, built of all mercury they got over there from Ukraine, to come back here and try to find and hunt down Dr. Fructose corn syrup. Probably why we can't find them right now. And some chick that's bodybuilding in jail right now because her son literally supposed to be killing everybody. What, Paul Wall? I had to dig in there deep, just hoping someone out there is like the Terminator, but probably not. They was paid off. Trump speaks multiple languages. Well, he got to keep up with all the cuss words Melania throw at him, and after all these years, you don't remember she snatched her hand away from him. She was like, the hell away from me. I don't know what you said on the plane, but she ain't happy right now, Trump. You better, somebody needs some flowers. Don't keep on going. Hey, Joanne, how you doing out there? The balls that they be playing with. They juggle them all. I'm just saying, they keep, volleyball. Is this the woman that said, I don't think we need to stand for the national anthem? Help me. I don't. Oh, she's a basketball player. She over there in Putin territory now. I wonder if she popping off at the lip. Crazy shot. Man, this ain't Trump. He ain't going to get another basketball player out for stealing sunglasses. Trick, you went over there smoking drugs. Why would you take drugs with you? Why would you want to Putin place? Why would you go to Russia knowing you hate America, and you're going to go over there and try to think you living in America and go over there and get caught with drugs, and she going to have a picture like, oh, say, can you see? No, it's too late for that. It's too late for that. You better get used to the goulashes. Because if you're waiting on Putin or Biden to talk about your freedom, you got another thing coming. I told you, leave on over there and you're going to kiss the ground when you come back.
Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Ain't nobody dumber than y'all.
Hey-o! Melania ain't nothing to be slept on, Tammy. Dum 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 diddy dum dum. Yeah, they dumb. I'm just saying. So what Dave gonna do? He gonna play war, but it's gonna be like war and then straight into ain't no stopping us now. We just gonna let y'all know that y'all gonna get shut down quick once the whole thing pops in. But I think we all know the song enough by now for we can sing it a cappella after a couple of name their tunes. So I think that we could get around it that way. Hey, Sue Lily, so does Trump. She made more money they love more than the freedom. Well, hell, at least they ain't like us right about now. Just let it out there. New World Order elitists. Okay. Oh, that's the fighter. Okay, I will. Whoever just texted me. Melania just plays that quiet role. She's a bab. I think she could cuss you out and you would never, ever know it. So I wouldn't mess with her. I mean, seriously, if you looked at her history and where she came from and who her family was and how she worked really hard, and you want to talk about her modeling and getting naked and all the rest of this, you can't sleep on Melania. I don't care about Joy Behar, Whoopi, or anybody else that wants to sit there, or the woman from Vogue. It doesn't even matter to me. So, no. Hey, Black Mamba. Black Mamba said the roasted chicken is ready. I'm blinking at you, too, as you said that. Hey, Black Mamba, I believe something was in that soccer ball. What damn soccer ball? What happened? Did something explode? What happened with the soccer ball? I didn't hear anything about a soccer ball, so I told y'all I don't play with balls much. I am so glad this show is almost over. Things change hour by hour. Who really knows? That's why it's living in the future. Everything changes. That is just human nature. That's life. But not knowing what's coming around the bend. Gone around the bend. We don't know what's going to happen. But like I said, we're almost at the bottom of the show. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Tammy, yes, she the bomb. Putin gave Trump. What did Putin give Trump, Miss Shirley? What did he give him? Nothing but respect, because he didn't try. You remember when they said Trump was gonna cause World War III? How you like him now? I missed a mean tweet any day now. Dave, what you got for me, baby? Oh Lord, watch the numbers drop. This means, you know it's gonna come. You ain't gonna get to the whole thing, the numbers gonna drop. This means, but I don't care, we gonna sing this anyway, because I need it. I need it. So y'all, come on people, let's see what Dave gonna do with this song.
Put them together.
I got joy in my soul. God is in control. I got Satan on my trail, but I'm singing all is well. He's attacking every day, but I'm watching while I pray. No matter the attacks, I won't turn back, 'cause this means war. He did that, y'all. I'm singing an acapella. This means war. I can't believe I'm doing this. This means war. Carisha, I know I'm trying, y'all. This means war. Good, y'all do? Plead the blood. I plead the blood. I plead the blood. Go on, Jay. I plead the blood. Number's still gonna shut down though. I plead the blood. Yes. I plead the blood. Dude, that was like over 11 seconds, and I'm waiting all these numbers over here to go 5, 4. So we're at the end of the show, everybody. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with the real news with Lucretia Hughes. Y'all don't forget to go over there to our PayPal. Y'all get over there to our Facebook, to our Etsy shop, our Etsy store, the whole 9. And we're just going to continue going and keep us in your prayers. So everybody, this is the end of the show. Go ahead, Dave. Fall back, Facebook, y'all still there? Holy crap. Lucretia Hughes page is still there. Woo-hoo! I guess we're gonna have to sing the acapella now. I like this song. There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it look like things are finally coming around. I know we got a long, long way to go, and where we end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting ourselves together. We're polishing up our acts now. If you felt like you've been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. Hey, I want y'all to listen to every word I say, Hey, USA, 'cause ain't no stopping us now. So I'm gonna be like that MMA fighter. Ain't nobody got time for that. When it comes to our soil, you better be ready, get waiting, and know that we're going to be kicking some tail. Wait.
The judge is...
Okay, go, turn it on. Justin Schmule, you can fade this out, fade it to black, and then turn this on, Dave. All right, get it up. Here is the ruling from the judge. Go ahead. You shut this off, turn that on.
We're exhausted. I have never, other than death penalty cases, which I used to preside over, seen anything like the extent of filing pretrial motions. And I'm not faulting the defense for filing many motions. I will just say that this case received as much attention and was gone over every little bit of it by a fine-tooth comb as thoroughly as any case I've ever seen before. The stacks of pleadings are high. I've got stacks on my desk that are unprecedented. And we had to wade through all of them, and it took a long time to do that. And there was a tremendous amount of attorney manpower and billable hours that were lost by the Winston Strawn firm. And they did it selflessly. They did it because they thought they needed to do the right thing. All I can say is, the member of the judiciary, thank you, because that was very, very extraordinary. And I have no idea what the amount of billable hours are, and I can only imagine, but I think it is huge and truly significant. In the event, what happened here is that after Mr. Webb and his team reviewed the case. They had several assignments, one of which was to look into the conduct of the State Attorney's Office, and they returned a report to Judge Tooman about that, their findings about that, another about the Chicago Police Department and their handling the case. They did that. But what's relevant here, of course, is that they went to another grand jury and they returned a second indictment. And the second indictment, ultimately by random, got assigned to this particular court. And we came here. We've been here for a couple of years now. Well, the pretrial motions have been resolved. A trial by jury was held. The defendant was found guilty of 5 to 6 counts of felony disorderly conduct, class 4 offenses. Our post-trial motions have now been resolved. The pre-sentence investigation has been completed, and we're at the final step of proceedings on the trial court level of the criminal case, and that's sentencing. Let me talk first about the sentencing range, because I think there may be some misunderstanding, at least how the court assesses the sentencing range. This is a class 4 felony. This is the lowest class felony in the state of Illinois. I will note that legislatures throughout the country, in Illinois in particular, have constantly cut into judicial discretion and forced us to have mandatory sentencings under different circumstances. We have to do this and we have to do that, and try to have some kind of cookie cutter justice. But that does not exist in this case for me. I am left unfettered. Under Illinois law, the range of sentence in this case is as follows. Mr. Smollett is looking at a probationary term of up to 30 months. He can receive time in the county jail as a condition probation of up to 180 days. He can be ordered to perform community service, ordered to participate in behavioral classes, ordered to pay restitution, ordered to pay a fine. He's also subject to a penitentiary sentence of what I find to be 1 to 3 years. Now there's talk about, well, what about 5 counts? Shouldn't he be at least eligible for a 15-year sentence? There are ways to analyze Illinois law and say that in a case where there are 5 counts, that consecutive sentences might be required or might be at least considered. I don't believe that I could ever make the findings that are necessary in Illinois law, and I'm not going to have a long dissertation about it, but I don't think those findings would apply. I don't think Illinois law, for the facts I have before me, would allow for consecutive sentences. So as far as I'm concerned, the penitentiary sentence, should there be one, would be 1 to 3 years. I'm mindful that there's acute public interest in this case. We have television cameras that they want to be here, and they are here. People are watching. People seem to care passionately for varieties of reasons about this case, and the reasons are many. And let me be clear that the sentence that I put down today and render down to Mr. Smollett is not in any way, shape, or form to assuage any public sentiment in any form at all. I'm listening to things that were brought to me in court today, people that have participated in the aggravation and mitigation portions of the presentation today, but this is not for the public. The sentence that's going to be rendered today is going to be strictly for Mr. Smollett. It's going to be fashioned for him. And when a judge sentences somebody, and I've been doing this for quite a while now, you have to look at both the crime that was committed and the person that committed it. How did the person get here? Who is this person? What is the crime? You put them together, you look at the sentencing range, and you try to find something that is just and fits and makes sense and that is right. And that's what we're going to do. Let me tell you, Mr. Smollett, I know that there is nothing that I will do here today that can come close to the damage you've already done to your own life. You've turned your life upside down by your misconduct and shenanigans. You've destroyed your life as you knew it. And there's nothing that any sentencing judge could do to you that can compare to the damage you've already caused to yourself. So who is Jussie Smollett? Who are you? And how, out of all people in the world, did you get to be here, sitting in the courtroom in Chicago at a sentencing hearing, convicted of faking, hoaxing, racial and homophobic hate crimes? How in the world did this happen? Well, there are ironies in this case, and the ironies are many and they are profound. And I'm talking about the testimony I heard under oath from Mr. Smollett, corroborated in large part by the pre-sentence investigation. Mr. Smollett chose to take the witness stand, which of course is his right. He took an oath and he got on the witness stand, and the first thing he did was to introduce himself to the jury. He wanted the jury to know who he was, where he came from, what he was about. And I heard it on the witness stand, I heard it corroborated today by the witnesses that came and testified on his behalf. There's no question, Mr. Smollett was born into a mixed-race family. His mom is an African-American woman. His dad was a white Jewish man. There were 6 siblings. And if you can say anything about this family, and we're talking about a very, very tight-knit family, a village that was always in sync with each other, that cared about each other, was completely, wholly supportive of each other, you know that this family knew about matters about social justice more than anything else. That's what the family stood for. It is part of the fabric of their existence. I know that Jussie Smollett grew up knowing to be sensitive to matters about racial discrimination, any kind of discrimination, any kind of social injustice. And as a matter of fact, I'm learning more about it as we're going on in the letters I've been receiving and the testimony I've heard today. He's been doing this all his life. He doesn't just talk the talk, he's walking the walk. He's out there, he's advocating. He's involved in the community. He cares deeply about social justice issues. And for you now to sit here, convicted of hoaxing hate crimes, racial hate crimes, and homophobic hate crimes, the hypocrisy is just astounding. I don't know where to begin. I'll remember one thing that will always stick in my mind, and I've been involved in so many trials over the years, but something happened in this trial that it was remarkable, and it talks about your sensitivity to issues of social justice. You're on the witness stand. You're being cross-examined. Your liberty is at stake. It is your criminal trial. Mr. Webb is winding through some things on cross-examination, and he's going through some social media communications, and whether it was Instagram or chat or text, a little quibbling about that doesn't matter. But Mr. Webb found a line that he wanted to confront you with. He said, "Didn't you say," and he used a word starting with the letter N, "meet me at this place at this time," and I'm paraphrasing. And rather than just answer the question, which is what a witness is supposed to do and expected to do in their criminal trial, you stopped the proceedings. You said, "Mr. Webb, out of respect for all the African American people in this courtroom, you should not be using that word." And I was amazed, but it showed, and I'm not talking about the parrying and the gamesmanship that may go on between a prosecutor and a witness on the stand. That's not why I'm telling this, recalling this event. But what I'm talking about is how sensitive you were to any kind of slight, that anybody, if the wrong words come out of somebody else's mouth, you're going to get up and speak up and complain about it. And make sure that they know that they're not behaving the way you're supposed to behave. So you know better than anybody else that these are serious matters. They're serious to you. They're clearly serious to you and as your whole family. And for you to be here now, convicted of these hate crimes, it's just astonishing. Faking hate crimes. So why did this happen? That's a good question. I think that's the question on everybody's mind. There's some conjecture you did it for the money. Frankly, I do not believe that you did it for the money. You were making, the evidence showed, close to $2 million a year when this happened. I don't think money motivated you at all. But the only thing I can find is that you really craved the attention, and you wanted to get the attention, and you were so invested in issues of social justice, and you knew that this was a sore spot for everybody in this country. You knew this was a country that was slowly trying to heal past injustices and current injustices and trying to make a better future for each other. And it was a hard road. And you took some scabs off some healing wounds and you ripped them apart for one reason. You wanted to make yourself more famous. And for a while it worked. Everybody was talking about you. The lights are on you. You were actually throwing a national pity party for yourself. And why would you do such a thing? Why would you, I understand, you crave the attention so much, but why would you betray something like social justice issues, which you care so much about? And the only thing I could conclude is that, and I acknowledge, there are wonderful sides to you. There are very giving and charitable and loving sides to you, but you have another side of you that is profoundly arrogant and selfish and narcissistic. That's the only thing that can be concluded. And that bad side of you came out during the course of all these events. Let me talk about hate crimes for a minute. I've been a criminal judge for many years, and I've heard many victims of crimes testify in front of me. And any victim of a crime, no matter what the crime is, they are demoralized by what happens to them. It doesn't matter if you're injured unjustifiably, if somebody hurts you and it maybe cripples you or damages you in some fashion that's going to be long-standing injuries. if your property is stolen, your vehicles are stolen, people go into your homes, your possessions are stolen, people do all kinds of terrible things. It is a demoralizing experience, and sometimes it's the worst experience that anybody can ever go through in their entire life. And then if it turns out that the motivation for the criminal to do something bad to you was because they hate you because of your race, because of your ethnicity, because of your gender, your sexual orientation, your religion, your age, your disability, if that was the reason for it, it is exponentially worse. There is nothing worse than to be a victim of a hate crime. It is the worst thing that can happen, especially in our country with all our history and all that we're going through now to try to get around some of these issues. Hate crimes are the absolute worst. And I believe that you did damage to real hate crimes, to hate crime victims. There are people that are actual, genuine victims of hate crimes that you did damage to. These are people that have a difficult time coming forward. They may be mistrustful. They may not want to bring it to the attention of the community or first responders. There may be some trepidation. I don't know for sure how much damage there was. I don't know how this is going to impact other people, if they're going to be hesitant to come forward because they're going to think that they're going to be accused of acting like you and doing a stunt like you pulled here. I don't know if first responders are going to be more doubtful and skeptical of people that come forward, real victims of hate crime, because of what you did here. I'm hoping it's not that way. Now I'll show one of the ironies in this case, and I find this pretty profound. I got letters from people that advocate about victims of hate crime their entire lives. They devote their lives to this. I'm talking in particular Derek Johnson, president of the NAACP, Reverend Jesse Jackson. He's an icon here in Chicago. No introductions necessary. They devote their whole lives to addressing issues about social injustice and hate crimes. And they are here today asking me to show you mercy. And I take that seriously. I find it profound. I take it seriously. And I know that they're in a better position than myself to educate the public about that topic, about the damage you've done to real victims of hate crime. And I am confident that because of all the attention that you've garnered here on this case, that they are going to seize the opportunity and they will educate the public, and they'll be talking about this, and they'll try to mitigate some of the damage that you've caused to real victims of hate crimes, and they're better positioned to do it than I am, and I will defer. But I will acknowledge that you have done some real damage. I want to talk about your premeditation. Again, I've been a criminal judge for many years, and I know that people end up where you are right now, awaiting sentencing on their criminal trial. And how did they get to court? How did that happen? There's some people that wake up in the morning, they have no intention of doing anything wrong. They're not looking to do anything criminal. That's the last thing on their mind. But there are crimes of impulse that happen. Road rage, a barroom fight, bumping into somebody, words are exchanged that somebody finds insulting, and sometimes weapons are available, and the results can be horrific, and they can be permanent. And people are sitting here and they're wondering themselves, how did I get here? I wasn't looking for trouble, but trouble just seemed to find them, and crimes and impulse. And when I'm saying that I have to put the person and the crime together and try to mix them and understand who it is that committed this crime within the sentencing range, and that's part of my job to do, I consider how the person got here. So, but this is not a crime of impulse. There are also crimes of opportunity. Walking down the street and somebody they left the keys in the car with the motor running, and they take the car. Or they're in the department store and they see someone put the credit card on this side and they go to adjust their baggage on the other side and grab the credit card. Those are crimes of opportunity. They didn't wake up thinking they're going to commit a crime, but something just looked too tempting to them. They use very bad judgment, and then they get in trouble, they get caught, and here they are. But then there are crimes of premeditation. Mr. Smollett, that's what you are all about here, crime of premeditation. You did wake up in the morning thinking you were going to do something bad and something wrong. And I know more today about this than I ever did before, that there are some wonderful things about you. And I know how people, they cherish you, and they cherish your relationships, and they cherish the good works that you've done. and they love you sincerely and deeply, and they're not faking, they're not lying when they talk to me about their feelings about you and the good things that you've done. But you had that dark side, and this is what happened here. You premeditated this case to an extreme that's amazing. You wrote a script. The script involved words. You're going to encounter me on the street, yell out empire, N-word, F-word. You're going to hit me. You're going to beat me up. You're going to put bleach on me. You're going to put a noose around my neck. That's a script that you wrote. Now, it's not a good script, especially for Streeterville in Chicago. It's questionable, but it's a script that you wrote. You picked out the actors. You chose the Ocean-Darrow brothers. And why did you do that? Because you knew them. You trusted them. They idolized you. You're an established actor in a serious television production of Empire. They were kind of hangers on there. They're trying to get jobs as extras, maybe a little speaking part here and there, but you were mentoring them. You were helping them. They wanted your advice. They would do anything for you. They thought you were one of the greatest people in the world to know, and that you could help them in their careers. They're in great shape. They gave you a little advice about diet and exercise, but they idolized you, and they would have done anything for you. And you chose them because you knew that you could trust them, that they were loyal to you. You paid them in advance by check. Not necessarily a good idea, but it was your idea. It was part of the plan that you would pay them in advance, and the check was out there. The check was shown into evidence. That was part of your premeditation. You chose a date. You chose a time. You chose a location. You had props procured. You gave them a $100 bill and had them get the supplies. What are the supplies in this case? Get masks. Nobody should see you. We're going to say that you're white, but obviously the Ocean-Darrow brothers are not white. We're going to cover your faces in masks. We're going to have a red hat because that's going to indicate MAGA country. We're going to get a rope that we're going to use as a noose. We're going to procure some bleach. You're going to have the supplies. And then you had all that together, and then you did rehearsals. You picked them up and you did drive-bys. You drove around and around the block. You picked them up in Lakeview in their neighborhood, and some distance away you went to Streeterville where you were living, and you showed them. You're going here, you're going there, and you're going over the lines. You're going over the script with them so they would memorize the script. You're indicating which brother. You're the one that's going to hit me. You're the one that's going to put the noose around my neck and pour the bleach on me. This was planned. This was premeditated to the extreme. And I find that your extreme premeditation in this case is an aggravating factor today. Let's talk about the incident itself. It's all set up. The Ocean-Darrow brothers are on board. Your plane is running late. Now you had a chance right then and there to think, okay, I'm really late. I'm 4 hours late. This can't go down. It's freezing in Chicago. We're on the verge of a polar vortex. You might have just thought about it and said, you know, maybe it's not in the cards. Maybe the karma is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. But no. You double down. You start communicating with the brothers through social media. Now, whether it was by texts or chats or Instagram, public or private, one way or another, you kept in touch with them. And there was some quibbling about the specifics about how you kept in touch with them, but they knew what time you were coming in, and now the time is pushed back to 2 o'clock in the morning in the freezing cold weather. It's double digits below zero at 2 o'clock in the morning. You have to have a reason to be out on the street. And the reason you chose is you come up with the story that you needed to get some eggs at Walgreens at 2 o'clock in the morning. And if not that, you're going to go to Subway and get a sandwich and a salad and get something to eat at 2 o'clock in the morning in the freezing cold. You did one more thing. You got the Ocean-Darrow brothers. Now they're on board with you. You're using them as your patsies. You have your friend, you get your friend Brandon on the phone, and here's a man, professional man that's trying to help you in your career. And you're not sure what town he's in, if he's in Australia or not, but you get him on the phone, and he's going to be your patsy also, because he's going to listen and be around on the phone to hear that you're being attacked by somebody. Now, he doesn't know what's going on, that it's really not an attack, but he's going to be able to corroborate your story. So you're getting that together. You got Brandon on the phone, you're out on the street ostensibly to get some Subway, you get some Subway, and you're walking to where this is supposed to take place. Now, the Ocean-Darrow brothers, they're getting ready too. And they're doing this because you wanted them to do it on the sneak. No cell phones involved. Make sure nobody sees you get there. And what they think is some kind of clever way of getting there, they have an Uber pick them up from their home in Lakeview. They take the Uber to Old Town. It's a different neighborhood. They get out of the Uber and they get into a cab. Now the cab is supposed to go to Streeterville, but not to the scene where this is supposed to happen, a few blocks away. So nobody actually sees them get out of the cab, and this works out the way you want it to work out. So they get there a little early, they're walking around, they're sitting on a bench for a minute, but at 2 o'clock, the time that you said this is supposed to happen, at the place you said it was supposed to happen, at the moment you said it was supposed to happen, they appear. So you're talking to Brandon on the phone, you have your subway in hand, and they follow the script. Hey, Empire, word with the letter N, word with the letter F. There's a scuffle. They pour bleach on you. Brandon's listening to this. They attempt to put a noose around your neck during the scuffling. You're getting a little abrasion and scrape on your face. A car goes by, and the brothers take off. They leave. They never did get the noose around your neck. So what do? You gather your belongings. You get the cell phone. You're talking to Brandon. Hey, did you get jumped? Yeah, I got jumped. I got mugged. Did you hear what happened? You're trying to make sure that he heard the words that were spoken. You grab your food, and you took the noose that they never did get around your neck, and you put it around your own neck. I repeat, you put the noose around your own neck. You go home. Video footage shows that when you walk into your residence, you have this noose dangling loosely around your neck. You go into your apartment, the police are called, the police arrive. The first officer on the scene is Chicago Police Officer Mohammed Beg, in full uniform, the first responder of the first responders. His body cam is on. He sees you. And now he sees that that noose is around your neck, but it's not the way that you walked into the house. Now the noose is up at your throat. You've maneuvered the noose, and you've made it look worse than it was. This is part of your plan. Officer Beg asks a simple question: what happened? And then you start to lie. And you haven't stopped lying ever since. You've been lying and lying and lying about this case, and that's why you're here today. You want to fake an incident on the street, try to get some attention at work, try to have somebody else feel sorry for you. That would never have got you here. The problem was you lied to the police, and you caused all kinds of consternation. You caused a major investigation to take place, which got many people involved and caused great stress throughout the city and throughout the entire community here, and that's the problem. That's why you're here now. Those were the crimes you're convicted of. Not the shenanigans out there, but the lying about it, making it up, and that's why we're here now. You repeated your lies at the hospital. 6 counts were put together. The jury found you guilty of 5 of them. One was a little bit different than the others, and I understand that. Let me say, from my vantage point, and I was obviously here at every stage of this trial, I thought the jury's verdict was accurate, correct, wholly corroborated, but what could only be described as overwhelming evidence of guilt against you for lying. That's the crime you're here for, lying to the police. Well, Officer Beg took this very seriously. He said, that's a horrible thing that happened. And he started the process of police investigation. Detectives got involved. You ended up at the hospital. All things were starting to happen, and this word got out. And you're not just any person. You have a little bit of celebrity about you. You were known in some circles as a very competent actor, a really good actor in a very serious television production called Empire, and people knew about this. And because you're a celebrity, and because you've been so active in all these social justice causes, and this is what is so unbelievable about this case, that you of all people are here convicted of hoaxing hate crimes. You who know better, who are out there in the world trying to be something for the good in social justice causes, that you ended up here right now like this. It's crazy, but you know people in high places, elected public officials. They reacted. You knew mainstream journalists. They reacted. You became the first page, your front page news. You're talked about in the halls of Congress. People are talking about making laws to prevent what happened to you to happen to anybody else. People on mainstream media are decrying what happened. What kind of country is this? How could they do this to Jussie? We know Jussie. He's such a gentle guy. He's the guy that was described to me by all the family and friends that I heard from today. And I believe that Jussie exists. But you use them as your patsies too. They were giving you the national pity party you wanted. They're putting you on the front page. All the attention is on you. People talk about social injustice. Your name was coming up first, which is exactly what you wanted. But you used them. If anything, people in those positions, elected public officials, mainstream journalists, their credibility is everything to them. And you didn't care that you might be damaging it. You did damage to them because, again, there's a side of you that has this arrogance and selfishness and narcissism that's just disgraceful. And your plan worked, of course, until it didn't. We're in Chicago. You lived here for 5 years, working on the Empire Show. And you have to know, as well as anybody that lives in Chicago, that Chicagoans, they love their city. They're fiercely loyal to the city, and believe me, Chicagoans know we don't all agree with each other on a lot. There are all kinds of disagreements on what our city should be, what the vision should be for the future. There's even disagreements about what our past was like. But despite all the disagreements and all the things that are not right with Chicago, it's sweet home to Chicago to the Chicagoans. Chicagoans are fiercely loyal to their city. But Chicagoans have one thing in common that they agree on, that there's no misunderstandings, everybody's on the same page. And that page is crime is a problem. It is a major problem. Nobody disagrees. And we know that police resources, they are valuable. They're limited. Detective resources are precious, and they cannot be squandered. And what you did, because you were selfishly, arrogantly, and narcissistically bringing attention to yourself, it's the only reason you could have been doing such a crazy thing that you did, was you took away a lot of resources from other places, from other real victims of real crimes. You used up the police resources for your own benefit. And that's a big problem here. What you did is you created what we call around here a heater. What's a heater? A heater is a case that when it's reported to the public conscience is shocked to such an extreme that the public is demanding that the police solve this crime here, right now, right here, right now. Everything else has to take second place. The heater has to be addressed. And you created a heater. And boy, did they put on an investigation. And I know that I've been listening to Chicago police officers and listening about police investigations for many years. And it's certainly not a perfect police department. It's perhaps unfairly maligned in some respects as well. I'll match the homicide detectives here against any in the country for their competence and thoroughness. Not a question about that. But what they did in this case is extraordinary. I have never seen, even in some murder cases, the amount of police work that went into this investigation. You did exactly what you didn't want to happen. They put so many police resources into this. When I say what you didn't want to happen is you never wanted this case solved. You thought that somehow you'd be able to skate by and nobody would ever know what really happened here, and you're going to walk away from this, and it didn't go down like that at all, of course. So they solved the case. And what happened? Turns out that you're not a victim of a hate crime. You're not a victim of a racial hate crime. You're not a victim of a homophobic hate crime. You're just a charlatan pretending to be a victim of a hate crime. And that's shameful, especially from the family you got brought up with your family values. It's so sad. The damage you've done to yourself is way beyond anything else that can happen to you from me or any other judge that would be sentencing you in this criminal case. You are now a permanently convicted felon. Your family who loves you and supports you, I only want to use the word forgive because forgive isn't even necessary. They're with you so much. They're so tight-knit, but you have to live with the fact that you really put them through a ringer. You've embarrassed your valuable friends in high places, the elected public officials, people in the media. You've embarrassed them. You have to live with that. I don't know if those relationships can be repaired. You've become toxic in your own workplace. Your career future is uncertain at very best. It was really on a rocket ship to success, and now you've turned yourself into riches to rags, and it's so unfortunate. Your very name has become an adverb for lying, and I cannot imagine what could be worse than that. People talk about situations where somebody's lying and trying to manipulate and maneuver a story, and your name comes up as, oh, pulling a jussie, something like that. That's awful. You're the butt of jokes. Comedians, mainstream talk show hosts, they make jokes about you. They do sketches about you. I can't imagine anything worse than that. Now, this is all self-inflicted. These are things you did to yourself. This is self-damage. Well, some people may think that what you did is funny, and that there's some room for humor or jokes about it. But I assure you, this court does not. I don't think there is anything funny at all about hoaxing and faking racial hate crimes. Hoaxing or faking homophobic hate crimes. I think that is disgraceful. There is nothing funny about it. There's no humor in what you did whatsoever. All because you're selfish, arrogant, narcissistic. At least you have that side in you that came out through this case, and you kept doubling down and doubling down and doubling down. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. And I'm your sentencing judge, and I don't find it funny. So where are we at? We're at the end. You're convicted of a Class 4 felony. It's presumptively probationable, but we have some real serious aggravating factors here. Your premeditation, which I've described. The pain you've caused to real victims of hate crimes, which I have described. The damage you've done to the city of Chicago, I've heard. It's been talked about. I'm mindful of the city's request for restitution, and if I'm going to fashion that, consider that request, I have to fashion the sentence accordingly. And above all, the capper of all cappers, your performance on the witness stand. This could only be described as pure perjury. You got on the witness stand, you didn't have to, you did, you certainly have a right to, but you committed hour upon hour upon hour of pure perjury. And I find all those to be ample factors. If this court were to decide that the things you did, that any kind of probationary sentence would deprecate the seriousness of the offense and you need to go to the penitentiary, the record is clear and it would support it. But I'm looking at everything in its totality. And I agree. It's told to me today, you can't judge everybody by one bad thing they've done in their life. I don't know if it's the only bad thing, but it's the only bad thing that I'm concerned about now. And that you do have quite a record of real community service and quite a record of attaching with people. There is a lot of mitigation in this case as well. And I'm mindful of the pleas of mercy, particularly from people that are in the arena of dealing with social justice issues, that are fighting, seriously fighting, not playing around, not doing games like you are doing, but seriously fighting for matters involving hate crimes of all sorts. And they're asking you for mercy as well. So I'm trying to consider who you are as a person, how you got here, how somehow you strayed away from your family values, you let that dark, narcissistic, selfish, and arrogant side come out, and you persisted with it for years on this case. I'm fashioning the following sentence, and here's your sentence. I'm sentencing you to 30 months felony probation, and the probation is going to be to this court. You're going to be allowed to travel wherever you want. You do not have to live in the state of Illinois. You can report by phone. I know that if you're going to try to make a living and do some of the things you do, you may have to go to other places, New York and Los Angeles. You can do those things. You will pay restitution to the city of Chicago in the amount of $120,106. You are fined $25,000, which is the maximum fine. And you will spend the first 150 days of your sentence in the Cook County Jail. And that will start today, right here, right now. Mr. Smollett, though the jury found you guilty and I've sentenced you as I have, you have the right to appeal the findings and rulings of the court or ask your sentence to be modified. To do those things, you need to file a notice of appeal in writing within 30 days. You may also file a motion to modify your sentence, which would have to be filed in writing within 30 days. Anything not stated in those filings are waived for purposes of appeal. You cannot afford lawyers or transcripts. They would be provided free of charge. To you have any questions?
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal. That's what I would like to say.
Okay,
I am not suicidal.
okay.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.
Okay. Mr. Uche, let me inquire, are there any post-sentencing motions you care to present right now?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Ms. Widow.
The defense would wish to present a motion to reconsider sentence and file it in stanter.
All right. It is timely filed.
Thank you, Judge.
And let me say, I've obviously considered the sentence at great length, and it's timely filed, so it's preserved for purposes of appeal. Motion to reconsider sentence is respectfully denied. And is there another, one second, Randy. Anything else? Just a second. Is there going to be a notice of appeal filed?
Yes, Judge. We're filing a notice of appeal. We're going to be emailing to the clerk right now, to the office.
You doing it in stanter? And are you going to be handling the appeal?
Judge, as of now, yes.
Well, you have to commit to handling the appeal through the appellate court. Okay. All right. Notice of appeal may be filed. Charlotte, now I need the prosecutors to work with Charlotte, the probation officer, to work out probation specifications with the conditions I just explained. 150 days in the county jail, the restitution, the fines. Oh, and also statutory DNA and costs are ordered as well. That's statutory. So you have to fill out the probation specifications, and I'm going to get somebody to help you do that, but we need to get that done in stanter. Anything else today? Yes.
Your Honor, if I may, in light of the notice of appeal, we would ask that you suspend the jail sentence in light of the instanter filing of the notice of appeal.
Did I do what?
Suspend the jail sentence in light of the notice of filing of appeal.
That will be respectfully denied. Yes, Mark. Mr. Lewis.
If it can be stayed in light of our notice of appeal.
No, I'm not saying, no. The wheels of justice turn slowly, and sometimes the hammer of justice has to fall, and it's falling right here, right now. I'm not staying this. This happens right here, right now. Charlotte?
I know you said
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it. I'll give you this. Okay. All right. Any other matters to come before the court today? All right. Defendants remanded to the custody of sheriff. Court is adjourned.
I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal, and I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.